What's up,
Everything's have
TT?
water.
So, family, I just want to let y'all know about some information that I came across. I tagged Trump, the VP, I tagged Tucker Carlson, Trump Jr., the White House, everybody. So in Illinois, they have, it's called the Illinois Family Roots Pilot Program. And what it is what they're doing is it's an African ancestry that's going on in Chicago right now. You have to be the ages are 18 and all you have to do is show ID. What they're trying to do, these Africans and people up in Ghana, what they're doing is they're trying to get descendants of slaves to go out there to give their DNA
Mm.
test. Let me give you guys the information that I have right now so that way they can get a hold to the reparations. It says Illinois 103rd General Assembly House Resolution. The resolution number is 0453, aims to support African American descendants of enslaved individuals in reconnecting with their ancestral roots through advanced genetic genealogy methods. What they're doing is they have us going out there, well, they have some going out there to give their DNA, right? So that way it'll look like that they're African. So they'll be able to get attached to reparations and funding. It also says the resolution recognizes the significant impact of slavery on breaking familiar connections and endorses the Family Roots Genealogy Pilot Program. This program seeks to restore personal, families, and cultural ties by providing tools and resources to help descendants trace their genealogy roots back to Africa, specifically Ghana,
Thank you,
and
Misbehavior.
facilitate the reestablishment of these long lost connections. So since they're not able to use us through the African Union, now they have found another way, and the first stop is in Illinois.
May I
The
respond?
Yeah, go ahead.
We have reported them for more predatory behavior, leeching off of us. But I just want people to understand Africans cannot get reparations. They need to show paperwork that they don't have. They don't have any paperwork. So don't worry about it.
Why,
Oh,
why,
what they're
why, why
doing
not
is
worry about? Hold on, TT.
okay.
Why not worry about they want it on what they doing? Why you say that?
They cannot claim reparations. They cannot present any paperwork and say, I am a descendant of this. They don't have any, they're not on the census in the 1870s. They can't backdoor their way in through this method. However, we have reported them for predatory behavior, just like we reported the African Union. So we're going to get them no matter which way they go. Unfortunately, we have to beat them away like, some sort of insect infestation.
Exactly. That's what I was saying
They're
earlier.
an
They've been trying
Hold
to
on, hold
infestation.
steal
on
our
one
culture
second.
for the longest.
Hold on
But
one
if
second.
they're
Let
able
TT
to
finish.
get
Go,
us to
TT.
use our DNA, right? What they're trying to do is they're trying to get us to use our DNA. And then what they're going to have is these first generation Africans say that the testing, that the saliva that was done is actually them. So that way they'll be able to get it that way. So what they're saying is they're giving out free kits. It is HR 0453 is determined to broaden participation by providing free DNA testing kits to eligible participants. All you need is an ID and to say that you're 18. These kits allow African American descendants to submit their saliva samples for analysis at no cost, breaking financial barriers that may prevent individuals from reconnecting with their history. The provision of these cost free kits is integral to the initiative as they facilitate active participation in genetic genealogy research and the revelation of the familiar ties that were disrupted during the transatlantic slave trade. The result from these kits will be instrumental in building the genetic repository in advancing the goals of both HR 0453 and take her. So what they're doing is what they're trying to do is they're trying to get enough people to submit their slobber, right? So they're going to test this slobber, but instead of the person that's really FBA or Sulan, they're going to put an African's name up on there. So that way, when it's time for them to be able to get resources and anything else that they want up in Ghana or in different parts of Africa, they'll have that saliva, but the saliva is not really that African. The saliva is one of our people. They just put the name of the African up on the thing. So I'm just letting y'all know what they trying to do. But I didn't tag the White House, the vice president, the president. I didn't tagged everybody named Trump, Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, and everybody else. But I just want to let y'all know, if you up in
Thank you.
Chicago, don't you give up nothing
Not
to
a
nobody.
not a damn.
Thank you
So
for
I'm just
tagging
letting
all
y'all know
those
what's
people.
going on. That's
The
it.
only
That's all
way
I
to
have to
win,
say.
the only way to win is for us to do just that, just mass tagging and making us aware, because we don't always see everything. So as long as everybody looks, we'll be okay.
Hey, O'Brien, I make a point.
What is wrong with you niggas? You do not want to embrace your African heritage. I have a monkey right there because we come from the great apes. The great apes are our ancestors. And yes, we nourished from the ancestors. Boss has provided for us. You niggas are so disrespectful.
God
I
damn, my
don't
nigga.
understand.
Hold on, my nigga. Hold on. Let me let the shadow go because he dropped earlier and he didn't get a chance to speak. Go ahead, Shadow. Then I'm gonna talk to you, my mega monkey handler African. Go to Shadow.
I bet. So declassification came before DNA, right? We all agree on that, right? We can all
Yep.
agree that the indigenous Indians were classified as Negro, right? Cool.
Yep.
Hold that thought. We also know that there was indigenous sent to Africa into Europe, right? We all agree. All right. So
Mm-hmm.
my thing is this: if they reclassify the indigenous people, right? And they consider the $5 Indians, the real Indians, right? So all they gotta do is say that, okay, these people are Indians, whether they're Indians or not, and these people are Africans, right? So they can falsely classify people. So when they say we got 2% DNA, that's the Siberian DNA we got with them. Dig what I'm saying? It ain't the real indigenous DNA. That's classified as African. That's why our markers go to Africa and Europe, because the original indigenous markers are in Africa and Europe. So that's a whole finesse. So why do you write when she said we 1/3 or a tri-racial ethnic group? Because she was right. We was made mulattoes first, and mulattoes didn't mate with dark indigenous people. Dig what I'm saying? The problem is we confuse the dark indigenous as Africans because on paper the DNA was classified as Africans. So it's a whole finesse in the scheme. That's all I wanted to
Why?
say.
Because we have not collected enough DNA samples from all these different kinds of indigenous groups. So the description that William Penn gave of this dark black chocolate indigenous person versus these other people that look more like a Hollywood Indian, those people haven't been tested. So when somebody like the Lumbee goes out and does their DNA, it says 2%. And it says they have like all this West African DNA, and they're looking like, wait a minute, how are we a full blown Indian group living on a reservation, but our DNA profiles say we just have, 80-20, or we're like basically 20% of African descent and 80% European descent. This is what they're getting. So we're not the only people that are having these low numbers. But again, the low numbers are explained. All you have to do is just ask multiple AIs and they will say, oh, the number is low because we simply don't have the samples. And it fills in West African DNA as a result for everybody with indigenous or with Native American DNA.
Yeah, so that's how I was yeah, so yeah, I agree with you. That's why it's so like they say we African. We're not African. We was made here. Africans are from Africa, we not.
Facts.
Yeah, they got artifacts to prove that our folks was here. Artifacts made by our folks. It's a little bust. I gotta find it. It's a bust of a man and a woman, And this is a depiction of a man and a woman here, Aboriginal man and woman here in the Americas before the Europeans really started like coming here. And it's a real old artifact. It's a bust of a man and a woman, or they Aboriginal looking. It's in the museum somewhere, and I've been looking for it forever. I've been Googling. I'm gonna have to go back because the first place I seen it, and I thought it was fictional, but the first place I seen it was on an old Western TV show called Have Gun Will Travel. And it's about a guy that takes jobs, random jobs. You know, he's a hired gun. Anyway, long story short, he take a job to take this bus to a museum, and just so happened it's this bus that I'm speaking of now. And I Googled it because I seen the bus in the Western. It shows you what the bus looked like. I was like, man, and I looked at it and I was like, man, it looked like Aboriginal people. And the Western is very clear about them being Aboriginal Americans. And so I Googled it and come to find out the artifact is real. The artifact is real. So I've been looking for it to find out what museum they got it in, but they probably got it back up in the boonies of the museum, hidden somewhere.
Probably somewhere in the Smithsonian.
Could be. I can see them hiding it in plain sight where nobody wouldn't even question it, because when you look at it, it doesn't. If nobody would tell you, you wouldn't just automatically draw the conclusion that it's American. You would think that maybe it's Australian or something like that, but it's American, and it was made here in America. When I get more information on it, I'm gonna bring it to a panel one of these days. But yeah, they always talking about Louisiana culture, especially. They try to point that out because of words like gumbo and jambalaya. But hell, whenever you ask them what African language does it come from, if you Google it, it's confusion behind it. If you AI it, it's going to be confusion behind it, because we all know and we all been taught that, and we know that the folks that were brought here, the very small number of folks that were brought here, were washed. Their brains, they were washed completely. They were not allowed to. It's one thing knowing, but they weren't even allowed to practice anything African or anything. Even they wasn't even allowed to practice anything Islamic. The only thing they could practice was Christianity. They wasn't allowed to practice or do any cultural things as far as any of that stuff. And we all know this to be a true fact. And this is one of the things I'm having with AI. Whenever I Google these or use AI, AI will tell you that it comes from a particular African language, but then it will say that, well, it comes from this area, but it also has roots in this area. I'm like, well, which one is it? And then I will, Google the search engine. Use the search engine within that to interject, well, how was this possible when descendants of cattle slavery were, we were not allowed to practice or retain anything from any other culture. Yeah. But I always ask them when they say that gumbo is, an African word. I'm like, what language? What language? They cannot tell you what language it come from. They should know exactly what language it come from. But even when you Google it, AI it, I don't care what it is, they don't have an exact language that it come from. I tell you right now, if I Google the word kamikaze, it'll tell me that it came from a Japanese language and what Japanese language it came
can you
from.
land, please? Can you land?
Hold on one second, Levin. Hold on. I'm back, y'all. I had to type some shit up. Family, you done? You finished?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. You sure? All right. Kush. Let me let Kush go.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shout out to family, man. Kush, what you got? Shout out to everybody. Thank y'all for the gifts. Thank y'all for the heart meets, man. I see y'all. Shout out to y'all. Kush, what you got on? What's up, Mega Dunn? Thank you.
Like what? I'm here to learn.
Yeah, go Kush. What he say? He said he got to find his goat on his land. What you say, Kush?
No. Are you there, Kush?
Kush? Okay. Mega
Kush?
Dunn, what you got on? I don't know what Kush talking about.
I see you niggas use AI, African intelligence.
You're not allowed to call us niggas. Start that over. You're not allowed to
Now
call us
Excuse
let
me,
we got
nigga comes
we
from
let I
niggas.
let the Africans
King.
call us
Let
niggas
him talk.
over here,
Yeah.
love it. Go, Mega Dunn, speak.
You niggas are kings, but we are the great kings. We are greater kings. You niggas are small versions of the root, which comes from the Africa.
Thanks, Miss T.
And you niggas need to know your roots. We worship the monkey because the monkey, it teaches us to climb high. You niggas are stagnant. You do not climb as high as the African. We climb onto the boat, and when we get here, then we become successful. And we look down on you niggas and we tell you, eat a banana and jump, nigga. Eat a banana
Banana.
and jump.
Banana?
I feel like I'm in a movie.
Eat a banana and jump, nigga. You niggas are not
And jump?
jumping. You are not living up to your potential. It is so many opportunities in America. You
He
niggas,
is.
You don't
He is.
Hold
understand
on, love it.
systemic.
Hold on. Go, Mega Dunn.
you niggas need to follow the African rep. That's why we tell you know your roots. Because when you know your roots, then you can grow. If you don't know your roots, you shall
What's
not
your
grow.
roots then?
FBA.
What's your roots,
FBA.
African? African, what is your roots?
My roots are the civilization of humanity. You
Doo-doo
niggas do not
Jirian.
understand. The evolution was told in reverse. I am the original of all. The great ape comes from me. I am the African originator. Jazz, hip hop, rock and roll. All of these things come from Africa. And then you niggas are disrespectful. You come to America, we send you. And we sent you here as spies. You were not slaves. You slave.
I will admit
what
that
is
rock.
slave?
Yes, I will
What
admit that rock
is this
comes from
slave?
Africa. We can admit to
Let him
that.
finish. Let him finish.
The Rock, what'd you say? One of the Rock started.
Sal, I will admit that rocks
Hold
come
on,
from
love it.
Africa.
Hold on.
Yeah.
We going. Hold on. I got Chris. Then love it gonna be next. Hold on. Go, Mega Dunn. Keep telling us about your shit.
In closing,
It's condescending.
you niggas are afraid of. You do not want to be African, and that is fine. But you cannot escape your roots. You shall be African in this life and the next, and boss shall come down and touch you. You niggas need to pay homage to all the Africans that have come before you and shall come after you. Because no matter what you do, if you plant a seed, it shall be African.
Lord have mercy. What seed? So if I plant a seed, Mega Dunn, what will be good? What will grow from the ground in Africa? Because y'all can't plant seeds in Africa. So what would happen? Just talk
That's
to me,
right.
Mega.
Well, vegetation, yeah.
You will have an advanced biological species because things in Africa are
Oh
better.
my God.
Our children are better. They are more advanced. We can survive off of dirt.
that's not how
You people
biochemistry
need
works.
Cheerios and grains. We can make cookies from mud and leaves and survive.
Mud and leaves?
Yuck.
And survive. You have no
Biology doesn't
survival
work that way,
instincts.
friend.
That's why I tell you, eat a banana and jump. You niggas need. Excuse me, little African. I am on the phone.
Don't talk to the
Little
little.
African.
Hold on. Don't talk to the baby like that.
Yeah.
Little African.
The little African.
Oh, funny. I like that.
phone. Do you not see that on the phone?
Make it sound
Look like a
silly.
banana.
All right, Mega Dunn. Thank
All
you,
right, I
Mega
shall
Dunn.
tend to these children.
All right, Mega Dunn.
Go with your little Africans.
Kush, you ready to talk? Kush, you able to talk?
Yeah, I was busy. I was some things. And first, Mega, that's offensive.
How is that offensive? He's an African.
We don't speak like that. Oh, we don't. Naturally,
Well,
we don't.
he's one of you guys.
Anyway,
Kush.
yes.
You actually speak worse than that. I think it was.
No.
I could understand him.
Have you ever had your accent?
Yes, the hell you do, sir. You have an accent.
Yes.
I
have a natural accent.
See, I can just,
That is
you
not
have one.
Hollywood infested.
You got one, bro.
Like
Yeah, don't try to
Hollywood
come at me like you
infested.
sounding normal, sir. You know what I'm saying? You got one too. You're another caricature to us too, sir. So what's your problem with him? What he was saying was true. But go ahead. Yeah, you are. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
Whoop-de-doo.
Maybe she's from our country. Okay. I've come to, there's something, there's like a community I've learned. Is it true that there were black Indians in New York, then there were just in Los
All
Angeles?
over. They're all over, sir. Google the
Okay.
article, Two Founding Populations in the Americas. Two Founding Populations in the
What up,
Americas.
Delroy?
Yeah.
Shout out to Delroy, huh? Okay, Kush, what you got on it, man? Because I got two more people, or really three more people that haven't spoken. I got Chris, Lovin, and M, and Moochie. I think her name Moochie.
I wanted to learn those. There were I've heard there were black Indians, so I was like, try to learn because I have a girlfriend who claims she's from. I don't remember the tribe, but.
Oh, you got a black
I was
American
like,
girlfriend?
Hold on. Is it Indian or is it native?
It's indigenous.
I
Yeah,
don't
it's a
know.
difference.
She's just saying native. She's a native. But I
Oh,
don't know.
then.
Is she white looking? Is she white looking?
Black.
Okay,
skin.
well, she's indigenous.
Yeah. That's your question, though, about that?
I got you, Delroy.
Okay.
Hold on one second. Send it to Brian Jehovah too. Delroy. Go ahead, Chris. Hold on, Lovin. Hold on. It's one person hasn't spoke yet. I promise I got you, Lovin. I promise. Go, Kush. I don't know, Kush. Ask her where she from. And come back to her. Just ask your girlfriend where she from. You in America, Kush?
No, I'm from Kenya.
So hold on. So you saying a black indigenous person is in Kenya right now? My indigenous people, hold on.
I think you're in
My
America.
native black American, my black American Indians. Huh, Kush?
She visits a lot.
What?
She visits like.
I don't know. I don't know about
stop
that,
right there.
Kush.
So wait, where are my black American Indians at? Now, black American Indians. Now, come on now, my black American
periodically.
Indians. Hold on, one. I gotta be petty. Now, black American Indians, y'all be calling us Africans, talking about we be going to Africa. But we got an African. They got a black American Indian visiting him in Kenya.
Periodically.
That's some cold-blooded shit.
Yeah,
Why my black American
The power of the African dick.
You who?
Calm down.
What you say?
The African power of the African D is what he said.
Oh, okay. Probably so, man.
Keep dreaming.
I seen. What's that show? What's that show called? Married Overseas. What's that shit called, y'all?
90 Day Fiance.
90 Day Fiance. So yeah, I can see you running.
Oh, you think it's some of that kind of shit going on? Oh, it could be.
I can see that. Chris, what you got on?
Are you scamming her? Yeah.
Yeah, you scamming that Indian.
You scamming her, sir.
Yeah,
I was just talking about. I was just talking about the DNA part. Like,
okay, go ahead.
So DNA cannot tell you your ethnicity, race, or landmass that you come from. Like, I don't know why they would be trying. Like, I don't understand that. Like, they're not going to be able to backdoor like reparations with DNA.
Right.
That's just not gonna like happen. And it's assumption when it comes to like a landmass. That's 23andMe. People were like swiping their dogs and alligators, and it said that they were from Africa.
It said they were from Nigeria.
So I mean,
no, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
I mean, it's like,
It's
come
ridiculous.
on, no.
Heard of a lizard that came back 47% Nigerian.
That's why they got sued. They had like a class action suit against them.
Hold on, Chris ain't done yet. Then I got you, love.
The only time I could see somebody using DNA for reparations is if they don't know their parents, like maybe they're adopted or something.
Exactly,
Maybe
paternal.
they could find
Paternally,
a
right.
cousin and then ask the cousin, what's your background? And let them do it like that. But other than that, and then they have to prove that their name before being adopted, or that they really are related to these people with further DNA tests. But no, you're never going to. That is not how we're doing verification. It's all genealogy.
Right.
That's absolutely right.
So I was just like, it's like she said, Wani, I think that was her. It's really only good for paternity and like paternal things. Like, it's not gonna tell you like, oh, my long lost cousin from ancient years ago. Like, just, it's ridiculous.
What's up, Cash?
You got to accurately predict migration patterns because they're not linear or ethnicity. So,
Mm.
Okay.
and ironically,
So
between 10 to
I want
14
to be with your
generations.
wisdom
Loving, you got to
on.
be patient. Loving.
No,
Gotta be
everybody got
patient,
to
man.
talk.
I know, but you just got on the panel, and I got this, brother. I got this. I've been doing this for about 6 months now, man. I got this, man. Just
You're
calm
gonna need a
down.
lot of time too.
I know a lot of people used to going on panels and just hopping in when people talking, but I'm letting the conversation flow. Then I'm gonna welcome you in. Then you gonna flow with the conversation. We're gonna do it like this. Go ahead, Chris or Mega. Y'all finish y'all point so we can let Love and go.
Mega was
So
saying something.
yeah, so between 10 and 14 generations, if you look at the DNA, the genetic matches after that, anybody you may have been related to 14 generations ago, you're as equally related to any random stranger walking down the street as to that person between 10 and 14 generations. And the average Black American is between 10 and 14 generations, removed from any point that they could trace back, wherever that may be.
Yeah.
Okay, now Loving, you can go.
Hey,
Patience. See, hold on, young Loving.
hey,
See,
hold on,
one,
Brian.
hold
Hold
on,
on,
Loving.
Brian.
Hold
Without
on, Loving.
further
Hold on, Loving.
ado,
I don't need the preaching.
I got you, Loving. But listen,
I don't need the
Wani,
preaching.
hold
Let me
on.
say what I want to
Wani,
say.
hold on. God damn, Loving. Just calm down, brother. But
Yes.
Wani, hold on. Wani wasn't patient. You're not the only impatient person today. I had Wani, I had Jareka talking shit to me, and my Black Americans in the comments talking shit.
I
I
was
had
talking cat
Africans.
shit though.
Yeah,
I'm
Africans was talking cash shit. So I dealt with a lot today, Loving. So just calm down. Go, Loving. I know you didn't need all of that, but I ain't seen you in a
he had
while,
to get
so
it
I
off
got
his
to get on
spirit.
your
Yeah.
ass too. Go, Loving.
Anyway,
Yeah,
as a person that's been my mutual for a long
I know.
time, I wanted to say something in regards to some of the posts that you've been making, which I do absolutely agree with. But I do feel like a lot of people are not understanding what delineation means. They keep using the word
You breaking up,
xenophobia.
brother. You breaking up.
Can you hear me?
Can y'all
It's
hear
still
him pretty
underwater. It's
good?
still a little muffled.
Yeah, it sounds like you
You
got
said
an
a lot of
African
people don't
phone.
Okay.
understand what
So
delineation means, and then it went out.
Yeah,
can y'all hear me now? I guess
Yeah,
I
you
gotta
good
talk
now.
louder.
You
you
good now.
sound better,
So
brother.
basically, what I'm saying is that people are not versed in what delineation means or versed in what xenophobia
Thank you,
is
Cassie Brooks.
and things that are going on. So, Brian, like when I look at your posts and stuff like that, not going through your comments, I see a lot of people, like a lot of African people, that are saying that, like, why is it that you
You
don't love
breaking
us?
up,
Why is it?
Juice. You breaking up. Well, wait. Juice, you still in? Yeah, it's raining out there, man. So I don't know what type of phone you got. What you got, man? You
Hold on, let me
breaking
just
up?
put my headphones in. So hold on.
Yeah, because I want to hear this, Juice. Now I've been knowing Juice for about 4, 5 years, man. So
Wow.
yeah,
You guys know each other for a long time.
yeah.
So he's seen you at the very beginning videos
Yeah,
and stuff up to now.
he be, he
He
a
said he
cool
saw you
brother.
on the For You page too. That's dope.
Well, it's cool.
Hey, what you doing you, bro?
Yeah, shout. But Juice my mutual though, so he gonna see me regardless.
He said he saw it for the
Oh,
first
y'all,
time though.
hold on 1 second. Hold on
God
one
damn,
second. Let me
Juice,
get my
it's other
headphones
people
in.
waiting to talk, man. Now you been huffing and puffing to talk. Now your shit fucked up.
You're big time and it's like dropping
No, you
God
fumbling
told
the
me
damn.
that
ball.
y'all told me that I'm breaking up. That's what you said.
Yeah, you breaking up. You sound better. Now go
It's better
ahead.
now. You
Okay,
good.
so
You
can you
good.
hear me? So can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear the
Yes.
Red Cross phone. It's great, my brother. Go ahead.
God damn.
You good now.
Anyway, what I was saying was in regards to people not understand what delineation means and what it means to being a lineage. I don't understand what's going on lately, and even my mom was like on TikTok and was looking at this situation. She was just like, okay, well, nobody's saying that we don't love African people. We don't love people that's from different diasporas. But what is the point of it all if you can't understand like why we just kind of want to establish ourselves? And Brian, when you be talking and some of your posts that you made, I looked at your comments and the Africans are still like, you hate us, you don't love us, you don't want us to be. I'm like, well, what does that got to do with anything? Like, nobody hates anybody. Why is it that everybody can establish themselves and say this is who we are and we can't?
Mm.
I don't understand that stuff, and I don't understand how that turns into like, why do you hate us? How does that turn into that?
Because
Mm.
they've benefited so
They
long that
benefited off of the last 60 years from calling themselves black.
Hey, I'm here,
That's why they're
y'all. I'm
trying to
finna
call
call
us
my son, but
Africans.
y'all,
uh,
you
okay.
got it, Ken.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, Chris.
No, I'm just saying, I feel like that's the reason why they keep trying to say that we're West African, calling us Africans, because we have never really said you can't bleed in Black America. Like, you can't, like, that's us and you're African. We've never said that to them. But they
Yeah, I
said that
agree
to
with
us
that.
when they
That
first
was
came here.
my formative question, ladies. It was like
Hmm.
anybody in the group. I was just like, how did us defining ourselves? I'm not just FBA. I'm Solon. I'm a whole bunch of different
Hmm.
things. I'm Creole. But what is it about us saying that this is who we are that makes everybody so mad and make terrorist threat? Like they have like made threats against us. It's not just that one chick. It was a whole bunch of different people that
Mm.
made threats against us. Why?
Because they've
Yeah, I
benefited
heard
for so
about
long that
another lady named Mama Africa doing that. And
yeah,
she was supposed to be some type of nurse, and she was gonna harm like Black Americans if they come to the hospital. And she agrees with what the girl says, and I don't know. That's crazy. They're
yeah
literally
when
You
they
say
are
that
threatening us.
what did
They are
like
threatening us. They are.
everybody was saying that FBAs they were saying that FBAs they talk they like they saying all this stuff on the online. I don't care if I agree or disagree with FBAs. I've never heard an FBA say I want you to harm somebody. I've never heard them say that. And at
What
the end of the day, we all talk shit on the internet. But when did it become something like where people are now trying to figure out like, oh well, you're in America, now all of a sudden I need to start threatening you. What is that about?
just to carry flat blackness, meaning all of the stuff that we fought for and our ancestors fought for, the labor and the culture and the political, the capital that we have, the soft power, the movements, all of it was treated like communal property to them. So when we say, no, no, this is specific to our lineage, it interrupts that arrangement. So you're seeing the meltdown kind of in real time. It's kind of like what you get into your historical lane, and what do you really have to show for it? And a lot of times it's like embarrassing, I guess, But it doesn't mean that
That was
calling
my
it
question.
refrain.
So why did they do that?
Yeah,
What's the point of all
they're
that?
ashamed. Yeah.
Pulling the rug out
well,
from under them.
they have no achievements here. Like,
Right.
you have to realize that they have no inventions. We do. We invented most of the modern things that people use. And even with the Black History Month, they wanted to tag on to that. So there's no achievement. There's no footing here. There's no heritage here. There's no lineage here. There's nothing that they have done here.
Yeah, and calling it like HATE just reframes it and tries to, shift it from and making it to like a moral thing versus an actual acknowledgement of a structural difference. And we're not aligned on so many different things economically, politically, culturally. Apart from melanin, what do we really have in common? So these folks have benefited from it. And we were softened with Pan Africanism for decades. So coming out of the fog a little bit, it feels very much like sticker shock to them, but it feels restorative to us. So, I mean, that's why I'm happy to hear people talking about it now. Like you said, that people see the videos about that Brian makes, but I love that we talk about delineation too, because they're starting to understand it more. And we're even having delineation within our own lineage around, ideology and thought, like these imported ideologies around, gender WAR and how we, view that now and how harmful that was to us and Pan Africanism. And just blind loyalty to political parties versus
Mm-hmm.
policy that benefits our lineage. So
Can I,
delineation is so micro,
can I add
fresh.
something to that, yo? Can I add something to
Sure,
that?
go ahead. Of course. Okay. Yeah, yeah,
For
go ahead.
everybody, I want to add something to that. I don't understand when we got quiet in 2024 and said we were resting. I don't know how we got to the point that we did, but I do love the fact that everybody, Black American people,
You a Kamala Harris fan, ain't it, loving? You voted for
no,
Kamala.
listen what I'm saying
Yeah,
though.
I know you think Kamala black, didn't you, love?
Listen what I'm saying,
Blue, blue.
Brian,
Brian.
Is
This is what I'm
Kamala
let him
saying.
black or
finish.
This is what I'm
right?
Let him
saying.
finish, Brian. Let him
No, no.
finish.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't
This
say
is
anything
your
about
Blue.
role.
Kamala.
This
I
is
didn't
your
say anything
role.
about
Let me talk to
Kamala.
Blue.
I didn't say anything about Kamala. Just let me finish
Is
what
she
I'm
black?
saying.
Is she black, loving? Yes or
Can
no?
I finish saying what I'm saying before we
Yes.
go
Go
there?
ahead. Go.
Damn.
Go. Finish. Go. 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 I'm
God
sorry.
dang.
One, he
I
got,
know. I don't. I understand you want to be offended so bad, but I'm not gonna offend you.
oh, I like
So,
him.
You
so
never
at the
offend me, Blue.
yeah, I don't want to offend you at all. So stop trying to be offended.
Why? Why?
But
Why I
I
want to be
was.
offended by you, Blue? You cool, Blue? I
So
never
what
had
I
an issue
was.
with
So what
you.
I was. So what I was saying was that after 2024 is what I was stating was that when we all, it don't matter who was the presidential candidate at the moment. It was a fact that all Black people said, you know what, I'm done.
Mm.
And then being in our doneness, we have come to conclusions about the fact that we do not want to be associated with people that are not for us. We have come up with our different lineages. We have come up with our different things. We are now proudly flying our flags. We have decided that we want to sing our alma maters. We have done these things, and honestly, I'm starting to see how once we started doing that kind of stuff, how everybody hates us for it. I never knew that. I never knew that people hated us for being Black
Blue,
American.
you knew these
Mm.
folks didn't like us. Oh yeah, you used to take up for these Africans. I forgot. You used to take up for these Africans.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's coming out now, though, right? You see it.
You see if loving now loving is Kamala Harris black.
I want to talk about her. I want to talk about what I just said.
Oh.
Brian, why are you being messy? Trick question
Why I
for you.
can't be messy, Wani and Candace?
Do you
I
want me
mean,
to
it's your
describe what
son.
her father said he said his lineage was? He said he was Indian
All I
Indian.
said was that the fact
Wait,
that
wait, wait. I'm not arguing with you. I'm just
Brian,
telling you
see
what
it.
he said. He said he was Indian Indian, East Indian, and Indigenous. Like I said
Mm.
before, people don't know what an Indigenous person looks like. So that's why they keep saying, no, 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 he looks
Right,
black.
right,
Because you
right.
don't know what an
and
Indigenous person looks like.
that
Oh, hold
was
on, y'all. I got a
and
person here spoke
I
to
want to say
Miss
that people
Sweet.
that are
Go ahead.
I want
Yeah,
to say
Miss
that people
Sweet. You there, Miss Sweet? Hold on, love. You there, Miss? I don't like calling you love. I'm calling you Blue. Miss Sweet, you
call
there?
me blue, man.
I'm calling you Blue, man. Yeah, I know you by Blue. Miss Sweet, you there? Yeah, I'm calling you loving.
He's amazing. I like him. I like you. I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
I think Miss Sweet didn't mean to come up
If you
here.
know me and Brian, we got a good banter going on.
Yeah, I
I'm
love the
good.
Yeah, we
banter.
cool.
It's very
We got a
I'm
entertaining.
good
cool with everybody. Yeah. But
But
anyway,
I
it's
do
an open panel, y'all. Y'all can get to talking. Oh, and let me say
but I
this: Blue like to be the center of conversation, so y'all stop him from talking. 'Cause he will center himself. So
Oh,
Chris,
that
I
let
don't
us.
Megatron,
I
Kush,
don't consider myself.
Phantom, Wani, and Candace, and Blue.
Actually,
I'll make
I
my own. I
actually
make my own assessments about people, but I appreciate the heads up. But
Oh
I don't.
Lord. Oh,
Yeah,
now y'all turning on me for Blue. Okay.
just don't get. Yeah,
Brian,
I'll make
shut
my
up.
own assessment. Because what if people come to me and say, you know, Brian, he loved them Africans. He don't be letting us. You know, I'm just going to take theirs, or should I make my
Brian
own
don't love no
assessment?
Africans.
Oh, you haven't. Yeah, have you been coming to his lives? Because people be saying that.
He don't love no Africans.
He just a lot. He just holds space for them to be able to talk, and a lot of places don't. In our spaces, that's why they say that. So it makes it makes for
But
yeah.
I want to go back to like the 2024 thing. What I was saying because I feel like the whole panel can actually chime in on it. Like when we decide to not even I guess what you would say delineate, but when we decided that you know what's done is done and what y'all did is what y'all did, and now we are now separating ourselves as a group. I feel like all of Black America, like people that are here as Black American people, FBAs or whatever, I feel like we kind of all did a psychic thing. We were just like, you know what,
Yeah.
done, done, and we're not gonna do it no more. and then all of a sudden the world started hating us, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, how did like when it happened? How do y'all feel like when it happened?
I
They
also,
always hated
well, I
us.
feel like it's not just like the immigrant party. It's also like the Democrats. I hope y'all know, like, they're trying to do everything in their nature to
Right.
like get us
Yeah.
outside. So it wasn't just like, oh well, we're gonna take care of ourselves. It was
But you can't
also
say
us.
Democrats as a like the only reason I'm gonna say like not
He's a
Democrats.
Democrat, y'all. He's a Democrat supporter.
I'm
Oh,
not a
I
Why
didn't
did
know.
Democrat.
I mean,
I'm not
Democrats
a
either way,
insult
Democrat.
us?
I mean,
either
They
you're
way,
trying
I
to
genuinely
feel
tell me
like
who
insult
it's a
I
us.
am.
waking up.
Crying.
Also, like
I'm
Yeah,
not
it
a
did. A lot
we
of
get
Democrat.
anything
my
from
mom was a
Democrats.
Democrat too. Yeah, she woke
I'm
up
sorry.
after
No,
this,
hold
and
on, y'all. Hold
yeah.
on.
Mhm.
That group, Democrat, is not an
Mm.
actual like what I said and what I'm speaking about is not political. I'm saying
Right.
that these groups of people started hating us. I'm talking about ethnic groups,
Yeah, and
not
I
political
said
groups.
I
Yeah, yeah,
think
like
that
the
I
But
think
the
started.
I don't
melanated
think it's
immigrants.
I don't think it's I'm just it I think they're used to us fighting for everybody. And this is the
Hmm.
first time where we said no. And people do not like when you, especially black people, say no. It's almost like, who do you think you're telling no? Like, you're gonna do what,
Yeah,
like,
well, they
it's like
use
they
us as
think they
like a
can
workhorse.
control
Yeah,
us. They think
yeah.
Right.
they can control us.
Hello,
Right. But hold on,
everyone.
y'all. Let me hold that thought for me, Chris. Let me
Hmm.
let Cassie. What's going on, Cassie? I'm happy you
Hey,
follow me, man.
Hey,
You know, shout
Cassie.
out to you.
how y'all doing? I had to come up here. I have been trying to catch Brian. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
Happy Valentine's Day.
I live in Dallas, Texas, and I know I'm gonna sound
Hey.
crazy, but I follow Brian like crazy. I
I'm from
do.
Dallas too.
On
Awesome.
YouTube, I mean, I just love this guy to death. The way that the Africans come at him, he handled them with integrity,
Yeah.
class. I never
Thank you.
see him upset.
Class.
And
Like Brian, yikes, you
and I
described
saw one of
it.
his videos last night to where he said, "Let me tell you a little bit about myself," you know. And he went on and he said he was a single father, and I just really admired him for that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
See,
but
Oh,
I hope
Brian, you're a good
Cassie
uh-huh,
hear
dad.
this. I
You
hope
are.
Wani hear
yeah.
this, cause Wani think I'm mean, and Candace think I
Mm.
just be
No,
mean
I
too.
don't. I
Thank
know
you,
you're a good
Cassie.
daddy.
Thank you,
No, I
Cassie.
mean that's different of how you run your show,
Mhm.
but
He's almost like a
yeah.
celebrity, you guys. I mean, seriously. I mean, I
I
follow
ain't
him
no
He
on
is. He is.
celebrity,
Nah, it's
man.
a
He's a
turd.
big
I
guy
don't
in
know
what
yeah,
what
he
Juan
it
is
is
is.
really.
saying. He's
But
a very big creator. Yeah.
but to answer Blue, I'm gonna tell you guys, I did vote Democrat. I was a part of the 92%.
Mm.
No, let me finish, please, Miss Candy. I know you're a classy woman, intelligent.
Oh no, darling, please, you
um,
have the floor,
but
honey.
I'm
I
gonna
would
tell you
never.
guys something. I think Trump winning, it happened for a reason. It had to wake up Americans who were Democratic
Hmm.
supporters.
Agreed.
So now that we see what's going on, things have changed and things happen the way it needed to happen. You know,
I agree with that. I
even though,
do.
yes,
Yeah.
even though I've been supporting Democrats most of my life. I really
Yeah,
have.
we all have.
But will I vote
Yeah. My
Democrat
mom said the
again?
same thing.
I definitely will not vote Democrat again. And the reason
I
why,
totally
yeah,
agree.
and the reason why they are upset is because we're always the yes, yes. Black Americans, we're
Hmm.
some of the kindest spiritual people. You know, we get it from our ancestors, you know. And
Yeah.
now that when Trump came into office and we really saw, okay, first of all, just voting, okay? Even the way they voted showed us what they thought about us. I felt the immigrants
Hmm.
because I knew that. Well, I felt that Trump was a racist. I really did. I thought he was, and then when he didn't win, I was just like Blue said. I was just frustrated. You know what? That's it. Whatever happens, happen. I'm not protesting. I'm not getting out there. I'm not supporting these different groups. This is what they voted for. This is what they got. This is what they deserve. And guess what? It worked out for my best benefit. You know, because now they're being
Yeah.
deported. Now we see how they really are. Now we see how they really feel about us. You voted for this. Now you want us to come out there and protest with you? No. This is what you voted for. And you're getting upset? You can't
Miss
dictate to
Cassie,
black Americans
may
what
I
you
offer
want
this
us
to
to
you
do.
as well? May I offer this to you as well? Everybody wants to come here for the American dream. Now you see the underbelly of the
Exactly.
beast that we
Exactly.
didn't
Right.
deal with. You see the underbelly.
Right.
Yeah.
But it also shows like a lot of the programs that people were getting. that Americans just weren't. Like a lot of those
Yeah.
programs where they were
It's
cutting,
pop the hood for
I
real.
mean, it was just, I was just like, wow, they were letting these people have this stuff. Like, this is crazy. Like, all of this money, taxpayer money,
It opened up
going
the
to
door.
all these programs that we can't, like, that, like they're giving it to them before they give it to us. Like, it was, I just, wow, it really opened my eyes.
And you
It
guys
really
Yeah, a
did.
know
lot of people
it's
are calling it like spiritual, especially for like my mom, who's a Democrat, was a Southern woman. She was like, it was none but God to put that devil in office.
I
'Cause
said that too.
she's
I'm
like,
probably your
all the
mom's
stuff that
age.
she
I
sees.
never
Yeah, my
imagined that.
mom's
Like
70, and
when
she's
the lady
like,
said it first. When the lady
uh-huh,
said it first, I never imagined this. Like when the lady said the 90, what was it, 95%? When y'all
92.
92.
92,
The 92.
when y'all said that we're done, and then the black men followed and said we're done. I never imagined that the immigrants would feel some type of way about it. I never imagined that. That was not in my bingo card. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry.
Yeah, because
Yep.
our voting has helped them. We unfortunately have been voting against our demise at this
Yeah.
point. Like we
The
really have.
politicians are immigrant centric.
Yeah,
And they're,
exactly.
they were trying to build a voting block, a buffer class, but it's kind of spiraled and got out of control. They're a part of the bigger system, right? And they don't even realize they're pawns. But it's just like throwing tracks in a road to try to slow things down. We still have to deal with the buffer class, but we also have to deal with the larger system, which we've always fought. So that's starting to fall apart, and that's why I see now that the system is kind of shifting to be like, okay, that didn't work. They're gonna have to. We have a list of grievances we've got to go through, and adjust. And first things first, delineation. We need to make sure that we define who we are, as well as protect and preserve what we have, so that it doesn't get lost in the fray. I'm really happy to see it though. Like my mom is looking at how Africans melt down. She didn't.
But
She, these are the people she talked to and protected, right? Yeah.
another thing is, I mean, when we say people checking our boxes, do you think that there should be a penalty for people checking our boxes once we delineate?
I think
Yes.
so. Yes, that's the reason
Other
of
people
us
are
doing
federally
that.
protected. Other people are federally protected, like the
Mm-hmm.
Australians, the Native Australians
Mm-hmm.
are federally protected, so that, European descendants talking about this is, real Aboriginal art. That's
Yep.
considered a federal offense. So, yeah, we can work on that type of thing.
I think that
I
people
agree with
that this
that.
is what I
Matter of
said.
fact, I
Brian
think
said this. Brian said this before. Brian said this before, and I want to make sure that he has a thing that he said, which was the fact that we were here before the country was established. That is
Mm-hmm.
indigenous. We are an actual ethnic group that have happened after the ethnogenesis. That happened during slavery. We became an actual group. Not only do we got the five pillars of an ethnic group. Not only do we have our nationwide song that we have for us being a national people, we have our food, we have our music, we have
Mm.
our actual way of taboos, and we have our actual ways of celebrating each other.
Culture,
And
the way we
And the whole
dress.
world copies it
We
too, by the
created a
way. We got
language as
receipts
well.
everywhere. Mm-hmm.
We created a language to survive called Tutnese, and then, of course, now we use English.
Yep. Thanks, Quincy. Mm-hmm.
But Candace, like you said,
like I can speak Creole, but then if I talk to somebody that's Geechee, or if I speak to other people like that, I'm just like, you know what? We have so much culture here.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost
Mm-hmm.
ridiculous. It's
Have
And that's a
ridiculous.
two
discovery we should be excited
cuisines.
about here, right?
And we are
Uh,
the only people that I know of that have two distinct cuisines.
do you guys know?
what are those? Cause
Oh
you can
yeah.
tell me
Soul
for
food
the
and
ignorant people.
Louisiana Creole, those are
Ah,
Yep,
distinct.
yep, yep,
Creole.
you're
Yes,
right.
Yeah.
yes.
Do you know an African yesterday said they created the blues and soul food?
Right.
Yeah, I
This
saw
is
that.
why
And
this is why
R and
R&B
B
has.
too, apparently. R&B and some other thing.
And I heard the other guy that says the same thing as most things that I've heard from like Africans is the whole drum thing. I don't know, like what's like. I just I mean, we literally created so much genres of music. Like, it's not because of a freaking drum, sir. Like, like, how do you?
About
I found a
Inuit
drum,
drummers.
on a leaf in Africa,
Hmm.
and that's what created R&B. What?
And dance. They
What
say that
about
about
what
dance as
about the
well.
Exactly.
drummers
How do we
in
how do we sing our blues?
what
How do we
about the
sing our
drummers
thing?
up in the Arctic? There's, they play the
Yeah.
drums. They
Well, number
literally
one,
greeted me with a drum dance. Do they have to
Hmm.
credit Africans with their drum dance when they have so many generations where they would have never seen an African?
Nope. Only
No.
us. Only us. And
And
they
Even
that's
say,
if
okay,
because
they
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 said
can
even
dance
if
benefit
they
too.
off of
even
us,
if
Miss Money.
even if
That's why.
Inuit people did come from Africa a zillion years ago,
Hmm.
they don't remember whoever they came from, and they're playing their little drum dance for people that visit their area, and
Can
it
I
didn't
offer
come from
Bonnie, I
Africa.
can't. I can't.
this other thing for everybody in the panel? I know
Yeah.
everybody don't believe in hoodoo or whatever, but we all do it in America. We all do it. As far as
Mm.
like when we understand like stepping out house, shoes off. When
Yeah.
we come in the house, we have New Year's things where we like black eyed peas or whatever. We have a whole
Our
thing that we
customs and
do.
traditions. Yeah.
and
We have a
cabbage on
whole
New
thing that
Year's.
we do. So how are we not an ethnic group?
Yeah.
Sure, there's nobody can argue that. The only people
Hmm.
We
arguing it
are.
are ignorant Pan Africanists.
They're trying to
When we,
gaslight us that
I
they
Yeah.
mean,
weren't.
They
we
do.
have all kind of research to show we were isolated enough to develop a distinct
Yep.
ethnic group, isolated on plantations, in triracial isolates, and on this continent in this area.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
there is science behind the fact that our genomes are like, I want to say they're like, it's almost like they're basically saying that our genomes is like here in the Americas. Like, it doesn't really trace
It
anywhere
is.
else. So it's like it's original here. So I don't understand why people are trying to like claim us. And I really don't understand that, the claiming people that you sold, and like I just, it's very annoying to me.
So they can
Um
benefit.
it's just
Right.
like, how do
They're trying to
you?
disrupt it though, Chris, because they don't want us to learn. This is not only a restorative period, it's a researching period for us because they've kept us distracted for decades. So
Mm-hmm.
you can literally go
Let
into
me
an
ask you a
American
question real
Indian
quick,
live
ladies. Did you have
and
that on your
learn so
card
much about
like 2026 and
genealogy. And
2025?
yeah,
I
you can go to
told
an
y'all,
American
y'all,
Indian.
y'all
You
don't
know,
let y'all letting Blue run y'all on this panel.
Now you can go to an American Indian Live and learn so much about shut up, Brian, like
mm-hmm.
genealogy and things like that. You can just go, and even Wani, she's an anthropologist. You can talk about things like cranial sizes and differences and stuff that they've tried to like, you just kind of blur. And I think it's such a restorative period for us in that moment, especially, we were able to talk in real time with all of us across. I mean, before it was a very different version of organizing, and now it's digital activism. It's planting seeds and people going down their own, following their own breadcrumbs to the same truth, that it
Mm,
was a hidden history and that they did try to hide. People have been Confederate in hiding our identity at
right.
multiple nations. There's many different ops in many levels. Even the people you think is your friend is not. So we
Exactly.
are who we have, and that's the best thing about it because we have been siphoned from. We are the warrior class that people depend on, and this restorative period makes us kind of it makes things really crystal clear in terms of what the code is and what who our detractors are, even internally too, like within our own lineage, addressing shit like pan-africanism, the policies that have been just highly ineffective, and looking at what works for us as a lineage. How do we advance it going forward? And everybody's looking at that because they were afraid of what kind of awakening that, but it's too
Mm.
late. It is what it
Right.
is, and you know what I mean.
And
Yeah.
another
You know
reason
what?
why I
I
can't
believe that.
respect the Democratic Party is when I start to see them do the Shabuzi thing.
Oh
What
my
Shabuzi
God.
said. I was just like,
Mm-hmm.
are these people serious? Like, what's going
I
on
don't
here? Am
I
I in the
don't understand
Matrix
why
or
black
what?
folks
It's like they're getting a little bit desperate, though. That's the mudslinging I'm talking about. They're trying to be
I don't
super
understand why
disrespectful.
black folks are so
Candace, you know why they're
manipulated.
getting desperate? Because Black
Hmm.
Americans are waking up now. We know
How
what's
will
Why
they
going on.
get
but
away
why
with
I
but
mean,
this?
like
but
I
we're
don't
not
understand
We are
immigrants
awake now.
How
we're
will
not
they get
Mm-hmm.
immigrants,
away
and we
with this
know that
type
we're
of
not.
race? how do they get away with this type of racism of saying that we don't have IDs? How do we let them do that? I cannot understand why not one person says, wait a minute, you're saying these people don't pay taxes, these people don't work.
Listen, Wani, you know what it
Can,
is?
can,
And everybody
can
lets them
I
do it.
can
We're
I
the
say something
only
about
group
that,
that's filing.
because I feel
We're the
like the
only,
fact.
hold
Only
on.
one.
We're the only group that's filing letters against these people. But all of
Mm-hmm.
Black America doesn't say anything like, wait the cluck a minute. What are you saying about
Right,
us?
right,
I
right.
mean, they already
Listen,
humiliated them about 4 years ago when they had a bunch of people get off of a church bus and lined them up and gave them literal biscuit sandwiches and took
Wow.
their butts over to vote. I mean, how stupid do we want to appear on
Mm-hmm.
television?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I don't
Go
think
ahead,
it's stupid.
Robin.
But one thing I want to say about like anybody on the panel, as and Brian, he's a a Republican. But at the end of the day, I don't want anybody to make the message a political message. What we're trying to tell everybody else is the fact that we are a lineage. We are a people.
Mm-hmm.
We are an ethnic group. It doesn't matter what side of the spectrum, politically that we land on, because we're gonna protect each other regardless. But what is it about the fact that, again, when we decide to name ourselves, why is it met with violence? What is that
Can I
about?
answer your question about the
It's
political
well. Let
parties?
me
Is
say
it
this.
Can I
because
just say one
Hold on.
thing,
Let me say this
Brian?
right quick. Hold on one second,
Oh,
Cheryl.
okay.
Let me say this.
Okay.
Hi, Cheryl.
Yeah, I
Hey,
got you. You can
Candace.
speak. You can speak after me, but hold on, because I ain't really
Can I go
let's say
after
that.
her? Yeah.
When we have these conversations, it gotta go political. We just can't look at look at it from one way. It's politics. And I'm not a Republican. I didn't vote.
Me
I didn't
neither.
vote. I'm not a
Yeah,
Republican.
Mm-hmm.
no. It's
I
not
found
about being
out both.
Republican.
Either.
Yeah, I'm not a Republican.
Mm-mm.
So I
No,
still
no,
look at Donald
Brian.
Trump. Hold on,
I
hold
don't want
on,
you to
hold
feel,
on,
don't
Juice.
feel that
Juice.
way. Don't feel that way.
Juice, I let you talk. Let me talk for a second. Listen, I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican prostitute or Democrat prostitute. In the words of Tariq Nasheed, I don't hold for these parties. Both of them are racist. But if I'm looking at the immigration issue, look how anti-black these immigrants are. Looking at a party that stomped down for them. Because at one point in time, they didn't like immigrants at one time. But now they the face of immigrants now. So guess what? I'm gonna blame them. They are the issue. And when we have these conversations about lineage and stuff like that, there are people like myself and others that gonna have to get political. It's just not one way thing. So yes, the Democrats are the issue. They are anti-black, just like the Republicans.
And
They
just
are
like
the
what
most racist people. Hold on, they are wrong for dumping these funky motherfuckers in our community for the
Brian,
past
you're
20
not
to 30
offering. You're
years.
not
Hold
offering.
on,
But you're
Juice,
saying all that stuff, but
Juice.
you're not offering
Hold on,
nothing
Juice.
else.
Let me talk. I'm finna mute because I'm finna drive. But listen,
Yeah.
so we gotta talk politics too. And guess what? I don't care if you're a Democrat. You still part of the lineage. I just disagree with your ideologies and what you believe in. Period. So we can have
Yeah,
50 conversations, but hold on. But hold
what's
on.
happening? What's
God
happening,
damn,
Brian?
Juice. Calm down, brother. What I'm saying is we can have 50 million conversations in one. Black people are the most resourceful. We like a
Mm-hmm.
Swiss Army knife. We got different shit in our bag. We can flip conversations. So we're over here. We ain't limited to just one thing over here, brother. Continue. Go, Candace. Then we got Cheryl. Go.
Okay, well, I just want to say to Levin too, to kind of articulate a little bit further. I hear what you're saying. I do, and it's heard. I hear what you're saying because it's like we should be putting our energy in the future, but when we miss a real opportunity, when we don't acknowledge how we've been betrayed by certain political parties who have designed programs that were really designed to really foster continued failure or mediocrity or whatever to us to our lineage. It was harmful because it kept us docile, right? It was harmful because it kept us blurred. And now with delineation, that's diametrically opposed to that kind of thinking. It's not beneficial for them, which is what people are waking up to the realization of. So I do hear that part. And I think as we go forward, we start to further delineate and look at not an R or a D, but what policies are specifically helpful to this lineage, not other folks who've come over here and taken advantage of the loopholes and exploited it, and even birthright citizenship. All these things have to kind of be rolled back and reevaluated. to make sure that it's in the right, the proper order. So I think it's when we don't talk about it, we miss an opportunity. We have to talk about what's harmed us so that we don't, get hit with the okie doke
That's
again.
what I'm
Does
saying.
that
I
make
think
sense?
That a little
I think it's
different,
our
something
civic
different.
duty. I think it's our civic duty to talk about politics, right, and to
Right,
be
right.
on the same page. But one thing
Hmm.
I do want to say was that a lot of the things that the conversations have been about being Republican. I've heard that a lot of times, and I'm
Mm.
just like, no. What we need to do
Yeah, I
is,
was
if
I
you're
was a
gonna
libertarian. Yeah. Hmm.
if you're gonna establish the lineage and stuff like that, we have to
Cheryl,
reevaluate.
mute. Okay.
I got it. I got her. I got her. Go ahead. There's
We
some
have to
feedback,
we
Cheryl. My
have to
bad.
reevaluate how we go about voting. But at the end of the day,
Hmm.
voting Republican, regardless of anything else, like you can vote whatever you want to vote for, but voting Republican has never helped out the Black community, never. And
I mean,
I wanted to add
historically, when
something.
yeah, Cheryl can go, and then I
Okay.
think Wani, and then TJ. Does that make sense? We'll pause right there because we can come back. That's a whole different, it can take us down a different path. But just letting other people jump in the
I was just
conversation.
saying from
Cheryl,
Can I?
What Brian was
yeah.
saying, I was just saying that
Hello.
like we just need to have.
Oh gosh.
Hold on
Hmm.
one second.
One sec, Cheryl.
Oh,
He gonna land.
Brian
He
was
landed. He
responding to me,
landed.
and Brian was responding to me, and I want
Yeah.
to respond to Brian.
Oh, I got you. I got you. All good. So just want to bring them in, and then we can come back to that. But
Okay.
Cheryl, and then Wani, and then TJ. Okay, go ahead.
All right. I don't think delineation made these other ethnic groups hate us. I think they hated us from the beginning.
Mm,
Only thing that they are just mad at us right now because when you hover up on the minority like they do, and we did that too. We did that too up under the Democratic Party. We were the fiber of it. We held it together. So
mhm,
whatever goes to minorities, they can get all the benefits and we just get breadcrumbs. Now that we're delineating and trying to get our own ethnic group on the census where we can be classified as classified to get our own benefits without them being included in it, it's going to mess their money up. Now they're
mhm.
angry. But we fought for that. We fought for that. And the Democrats just kept bringing everybody into it. They did.
And
They
I
did.
and
They
I
Yeah.
they
and
So
kept.
also, I'm sorry,
just
I
let
didn't mean
me
to
make sure
cut you
she
off, Cheryl.
lands. Yeah,
Yeah,
because it was them was Wani and then
I'm almost
TJ.
finished.
But go ahead. Go ahead.
They just kept bringing everything into it. I mean, even to sex genders, they just kept bringing everything into it. I mean, it's enough. It's enough. It's
Okay.
enough. I
Can
asked
I
us.
for a second?
No,
I want to be pissed
please,
off for a second. I want to be
Can
please.
pissed
I?
off.
Can I
Well, wait. Let's
finish?
let
I'm
let her land her
almost
plane, Lovin.
finished. My goodness.
Go
I
ahead,
think
baby.
people are
So I can
waking up. We're
finish
not all
off.
thinking that same way now, Cheryl. But I 100% hear what you're saying. But go ahead. Go ahead.
So I mean, hey, I mean, the Democrats, they owe us a lot. We haven't really been voting Republicans, so I cannot sit here and say that the Republicans are bad for us or this for us. We really haven't given them a chance.
Mm,
But what I will say is sit back and see what they have to offer us. And then swing that way. We do not have to stick with the same party. And that's why I say just be independent about it.
yeah. Yeah.
You might be Republican on some things, you might be Democratic on some things.
Okay. Can I let Wani just jump in because we wanted to hear her weigh in on something, and I think she was trying to say something earlier, and then TJ, and then Cassie, and then you,
No,
Lovin. Is that okay?
don't put me at the bottom. I want to talk because I want to say something.
Oh gosh, Brian, this is your friend. Go ahead, Lovin. No, you want to do it quickly?
I'm gonna end it quickly because of the
Okay.
fact
Go ahead. Go
that,
ahead. Go
like
ahead.
I said, political affiliation. If you're trying to set up a lineage and you're trying to set up something like that, political affiliation is a civic duty. But at the same time, what I have noticed when it comes to conversations like this is that people want to dismiss Democrats They want to say that, oh, well, I'm gonna be so hard on the Democrats, and then you're just like, well, the Republicans might have some roses and stuff like that. The white folks started voting for Republicans after the Dixiecrats. They wanted to be a part of that because they said that they don't want to have any affiliation with black folks. And the fact that y'all sit back here and talk about that and talk about the Democrats as if they are not at least trying to make good for us is so
Well, the
crazy to me.
Democratic
They're
Party
not.
was the one.
They're
No,
not.
my
They're
mom was a
absolutely
Democrat. I
not.
hear what you're I
Legislatively,
hear what you're
right?
saying. My mother was a Democrat, and her
I'm
kindness
talking
and
about
her
the
open
Dixiecrats.
heart was weaponized. It was weaponized against her, right? It's not a bad. I mean, I think all of us are kind of coming into a collective consciousness around like, hey, we've been played. So it's not even like about your ideology and your intentions. I think people want to do the right thing inherently, especially us as a lineage. My mom was one of those people, and I never thought she would say this, but like she goes, I can't. I got to look at what they're saying before I decide to vote. And she says she's independent now, and she's been a lifelong, kind of Democrat. And she was
I've
around
always been
before
independent.
segregation, when segregation was happening. And we're from the South and stuff, but people, are starting to kind of see the results of lived through data under certain policies and certain politicians, and a lot of the folks that come over go through that back door. They're not even us, and they vote against their own interests. So now it's kind of
Right.
rampant.
But let me say
And
this. Let me say
you know what
this.
I
Let me say
mean?
this before
Yeah.
anybody keep going.
Okay,
Let me
go
say
ahead. Go
this.
ahead. You good, babe. Go
Let
ahead.
me say this before anybody keep going.
Hmm.
I think a lot of, and y'all gonna be mad at me for saying this, but a lot of Black Americans are ignorant about their
Hmm.
mayors, their judges. People, the voting happens all the time, and you
Yeah.
have no idea about voting and things like that, or will make your state better. Um, I'm from Texas, so Texas right now is now a purple state. It's about to turn blue. But the fact that it's turning blue is because that we talk to
It
each
is
other.
not about to turn blue.
Okay.
It's
Well,
not
We'll
about to
Hell
see.
turn
no,
blue.
man.
We'll see.
Texas
We'll
not
see
about to
about that.
turn
No,
blue.
it's not about to
It's
No,
turn
about
blue.
okay.
Texas,
No.
I stay in Dallas.
They literally just took
Let him
5
finish.
seats
What?
from
Let me
Texas,
ask a
dude.
What you
question.
talking
Let me
about?
ask a
That?
Before
question.
Texas turned blue, I'll vote
Yeah,
Democrat.
stop
I mean
lying.
Yeah,
Republican. I
they
mean
they're
Republican.
not turning
And I'm
What
blue.
in
was the last
Texas.
two? What was the last two? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What was the last two? What was the last two voting? As far as like the
You
in
got to echo my Brian.
Yeah, see, you see how God punishing you?
no. What I'm trying to say is this. Okay, so Tarrant County and then Harris County. What was the last two voting things that
It,
happened?
it, and guess what? And he gonna be out of there by December.
Mm.
It's
He'll
not a
just
he.
he ain't got no power. He ain't gonna have no power.
It wasn't just a
None.
he. You don't even know what you're talking about.
The dude, the white guy that got elected.
It
Then
was
it
a
was another
Democratic
person. It
woman
was
too
another
that
Republican.
won.
Hold,
You don't know what you're talking
hold
about,
on.
bro.
He won. I'm looking. Hold on. I can pull it up now. He don't have no power. He or she or both. One of them gonna be gone by December. Jasmine Crockett gonna lose March 3rd. She's not getting in. She's not.
Exactly. It's
Matter
not
of
Mm.
fact,
turning
Okay,
I
blue
was
though.
so
on. I
Talarico
was.
is not a Democrat. So
Hold on,
Talarico is not a Democrat.
Hold on, Juice. Shit.
No, I'm
I've been
asking
hearing
you, is
your voice
Talarico
more
not a
than
Democrat?
Juice.
He's
Hold
not
on,
gonna
I'm
win
driving
either.
right now. He's not gonna win. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Y'all are
We're
soft.
But it's not even
no,
that. It's
how we
more so like
smart.
we have to look at the policy. What are they really look at their
That's what I'm
record, bro? What
saying.
did they
And
do?
If
I'm
How
Texas,
trying to
did they
tell I'm
help us
trying to
or
tell
did they
everybody, like, I
harm
don't
hold on,
us?
understand why.
hold on, y'all. If Texas turn blue, Texas will fail. Texas will go down in hell. Greg Abbott and the rest, even though they racist as fuck here, but it's a lot of black people in Dallas, Houston,
So for the
all over
last 50
Texas
years
that's
it's
doing.
been
Hold
red. So
on,
they so
God,
failed, they turn blue.
you acting like one of these funky ass Africans. I let you talk. You talked over everybody. Let me talk, and I'm the
I didn't
host.
talk for everybody.
When
No,
you
what you
when
trying to
you
say is some
when you have a
bullshit.
lie, hold on, Juice. When you have a lie, I'm very respectful. When I used to come over there, I say when I speak. So do the same for me. Thank you, sir. Now, what I'm saying is, if Texas turn blue, Texas will go down in hell. It will not be the same. All the businesses will leave here. There are a lot of prominent black people here that are doing great out here. They're doing great. And a lot of black people that
You're not
vote
even
Democrat
from
don't
here.
understand that. Nigga, I've been here for 15 years.
My cousin's from there
I've
and
been
she
here
says
for
the same
15
thing.
years.
I live in Dallas, Texas,
Yeah,
and
I've
he's
been here
right.
for 15 years. And guess what? By me being here for 15 years, I seen how, matter of fact, I seen how deep Ellum done changed from the 15 years. I seen how
And
gentrification
it's been
is
bad.
fucked
It's been
things up
bad.
off 35. Hold on, Juice. I'm trying not to drop you, brother. That's one thing I do not like when people over talk me when I'm talking. I don't give a fuck who you is. You can be Candace, I would drop Candace. And Candace
Hey,
my
why I gotta
dog.
catch a stray?
So if I would drop Candace, I would not have no problem dropping you. That's one thing I don't like. I let y'all talk, but it's time for me to talk. But I've been in Dallas for 15 years. I saw the changes of what happened in Dallas. I saw the taxes rise for my people in Oak Cliff. I saw what them fake ass black Democratic politicians did to the people out there in Highland Hill in the Pinks apartments where they had that lead in their water. I was out there with that shit. So I've been here. So I know what go on out here. There's a lot of black people are thriving out here. If this bitch turn blue, it's over with. It's over with. I'm gonna move back to Mississippi. I'm out with niggas stay in Mississippi and be a po nigga on the farm somewhere.
And
So
they
anyway, let
did
me
get
let
the
TJ
And
go.
you
vaccine
should have stayed
too.
in Mississippi.
And
Nah, I'm happy I'm in Texas. Guess what? My vote gonna go against the blue. I'll be campaigning against Jasmine Crockett. I'm gonna give y'all the
Since you
name.
been
I'm gonna
no
give them the
this is what you
name.
said to
I'm gonna
the you
give
said
them
to
the
this to the
name of the
applicant.
people. I'm gonna give y'all the name of the black people that's going against Jasmine Crockett. They are Black American, foundational
But what
Black
I'm saying
Americans.
is
That
that
they rep the flag. They rep the Solon flag. And guess what? We will be standing going door to door in the next 2 weeks to not vote for Jasmine Crockett because she's not for black people. Her district ain't shit because of her. All that motherfucker think about is them immigrants. Her district is failing. I'm
so
thankful
you
she
should
ain't in
have
that
stayed in
motherfucker no more.
my
Mississippi
thing is
then.
I'm
why
thankful
The
she's
hell would you
not
come?
but
Hold
my
in
on,
thing
that
is
hold on.
why
motherfucker
we
no more. Thank you. Now whoever else speak except Blue, because other people haven't
I
talked.
was
Well, can I
Was
say
next.
something
Wani
right
gonna
quick?
Wani was
speak?
after Blue. Wani was
I was
actually after Blue, and
next.
then Cassie, and then TJ.
Well, the
That's how
reason
we
why
did
I
it.
want to answer
Yeah.
after him because I live
No,
in
Blue.
Dallas. I live in
You
Dallas.
Oh, you live in
Blue.
Dallas.
Oh,
Okay.
you live
Uh-huh.
in Dallas. Go
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
ahead, and
Go
So
then
ahead. Go
and
the
then
ahead.
Wani. Okay.
and what Brian is saying is correct. I would never vote for Jasmine Crockett. Dallas is thriving. I've been in Dallas for 34 years. I have seen it expand and grow. And if blue and if Dallas vote blue, we are doomed. We are definitely doomed.
Dude, Texas is
I would
fucked.
vote for I am going to vote for Greg Abbott if I have to. But I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell you,
yeah. Shout out to
Brian is
Greg
Look
Abbott.
definitely
at
right.
Echo.
I live in North Dallas, and he is definitely correct. And then I land
And
my
I'm in
plane on
Flower
that.
Mound.
And look, I'm
I'm
working. I
in
got a
Denton
great.
County.
I'm in North Dallas. I'm in North Dallas,
Yeah, I'm in Flower Mound. Shout out to
Brian, what
North
is
Dallas.
this echo?
and and so
Oh, my bad. My bad. Let me mute up.
yeah. But anyway, I've been in
Yeah.
Dallas.
That's you?
I got a great job. The economy is great,
Okay, so how long you
and
been here?
I'll land my plane on that.
Okay, but
Okay.
Wani,
All
go
right, go
ahead
Wani.
and
Go
finish.
Wani.
May I
Go
say
I
Wani.
something?
wanted
I'm the one that's from Dallas,
No,
Texas.
Blue,
oh
let
my
Wani go.
freaking
Let Wani go.
God.
Go, Wani.
Hang on, Blue. Hang on, Blue. Well, let other people,
you
and
really
then you
gonna
finish.
come off the mic now because Democrats are against my lineage. Okay? They don't acknowledge it. They are flat blackness proponents. We've been called stupid fools and everything else just for saying our ethnicity. And I'm not going to forget that. A few days ago, I saw a video where Donald Trump said, Black Americans. Then he said, what do you want to be called, Black Americans or African Americans? He asked. Democrats never asked. Jesse Jackson never asked. And we said Black Americans. And he continued his speech saying Black American, like he said at the beginning. So we have been called everything under the book by Democrats, Haitian Democrats as well, like Roland Martin. And the reason they want us to be flat blackness is not because they want to just give resources to everybody brown. Oh no. They want to use the terms minority and disadvantaged communities so that they can give the resources to non black people or
People of color.
immigrants only, a people of color, BIPOC. They keep coming up with these terms where they can just spread it all around to everybody but us. When we really look at the numbers, we don't get any of this DEI. It goes to women of European descent. It goes to LGBTQ. It goes to disabled men of European descent. And they have infested every left leaning legacy organization, which is all of them lean left, with immigrants. And immigrants are looking out for immigrants. So that is the end of the Democratic Party with respect to us. They have to fix all those things, and I don't think they can do it. Now, some of the other issues with Democrats is that, like I said before, they said we had no ID. I'm going to get in their behinds personally on that. We're filing everything under the sun. You're not disrespecting my people, feeding people biscuits using all kind of sex, you will entertainment like we're a bunch of sex crazed freaks using all kinds of stripper poles. I've seen it all from these people. They do nothing for the communities. In fact, every Democratic community looks like the Middle East after an attack. They have linked us with deviants, with LGBT communities, and they keep slipping and sliding around. Just like with Black Lives Matter, that was all a way to link Black Americans to deviants. Then they start making coloring books talking about this is a normal family, showing nobody that you want to be in a family with. They promote child puberty blockers, mutilation, drag time story hour, pronouns, men and women's bathrooms and sports, and nudity and pride parades. Now, on the flip side, we haven't been voting for Republicans, so we can't even say anything. But just by not even voting, minding our own business, guess what we got? We got deportations, which have been linked to harming us since the 1980s. The reinterpretation of the 14th Amendment will help us immensely if they stop dropping anchor babies over here. Having a country that's English only helps us and all Americans. American First initiatives helps us.
You didn't say
HPV
that.
full
You didn't say.
funding helps us. Cleaning up history and placing Frederick Douglass in places and
You didn't
cleaning up
say that,
history and
baby.
taking out things out helps us. So we got the basic things from the Republican Party. We didn't get the basics from the Democrats.
Talk about all the things that don't help us that administration did to Black Americans. They work for the 1%. They do not dare. And just because some of the things they're doing aligns with them cleaning up what they weaponized against our community from the beginning doesn't mean that we should be over there either. We need to be somewhere in the center,
Never said I was
independent.
over there. Never said I was over there. I've never
I'm
voted
just saying
Republican
that
in my
everything you
life.
named, you didn't name anything about the policy letters he put out to harm Black Americans in the employment. In the employment workspace was about to make sure that no Black voice in Congress or the House, none, zero.
We
So
don't need
neither
any
one
if
of
the
the
Black
sides,
voices
neither
are
one of
from
those sides,
Hold on,
neither
because
one of those
I want to
sides.
say
We
now.
don't
Now
need
everybody,
Black
now everybody
voices
got to
from
say what they want to say.
opposition.
Hold
Everybody
on.
got to
Well,
say what they want
TJ
to
never
say.
even
Don't tell me to stop because I let everybody else talk. Now I
No,
listen.
TJ has not spoken at all.
I don't give a fuck. I listen to everybody.
How when she
So
haven't
let me, so
spoke?
let me, so let me, so let me say what I want to say.
This ain't your panel, rude boy.
Right. And why are you cussing?
Go ahead, y'all. Okay, I guess I can't talk. Go ahead.
I
Respect,
mean, you can,
please.
but I mean, let TJ talk. She haven't said anything. Go ahead, TJ at the top.
Right, let her
I appreciate
finish.
it. And I appreciate it, host.
Everybody
You know I
know what she's
follow
saying,
you.
but let her finish.
I don't, I follow you. I just wanted to bring up because it came up earlier. Y'all know that the Delineation movie, which is a grassroots movement, that literally is a Black American saying, hey, we don't think we want to support immigrant agenda anymore. We've been the base of the Democratic Party. We're seeing, especially after that last election, that y'all don't stand with us. And everybody's saying they looking to their left or right. These are the experiences I've had with immigrants. They don't stand with us. Guess what? We are not coming to your aid. They're talking about we did so terrible about not voting for the voter IDs. We show up. We show up with our voter IDs. If anybody were to vote for it, it would be because we support immigrants. But immigrants don't support themselves. How can we support immigrants if they don't support themselves? And I'm not saying that we are that what's happening on the right is good or bad for Black Americans. A lot of it's good because they've done it. They're the ones that weaponize everything against Black Americans anyway. Trump, Donald J. Trump understands the importance of Black Americans. Yes, he does. But he's not going to play us. He needs to work. All of them need to work for our support. If we go independent, and that's what we're saying, you hear the young guys, they saying it. We don't want to be a part of you. That is going independent. If we go independent and you have nothing but a party of immigrants sitting there talking about some, I built America, because that's why they're saying it. Because if you don't have Black Americans, what rights do you have to America? You can't go to any other country, show up in that country, this is my country. This is my country. The only thing they had was the backs that they were riding off that said we wasn't even good enough. So what you're seeing right now is Black Americans saying we know our standing, we know our spending power, we're going independent, and people are crashing out. Everybody all over are crashing out because we're saying we're not showing up for you anymore.
I think it's also too, Love, and you can say something after this. I know you've been waiting to talk, but I think it's also too just the disenfranchisement that some of the programs that came from certain policies from D's. And the beautiful thing about now is that we can actually look back, in our look back and see the harm that's been done, patternistically, and understand what we're dealing with and make the appropriate and appropriate adjustments, right? But demands and vote certain people out so that we can start to have that refocus back into our lineage. The
I
issue is that
mean,
they tried to keep splice it up like that and have us follow behind things that really had us fatigued and diluted. So now delineation is good because we can kind of pause and say that's actually not our issue. Immigration, ICE, all of that. It's not a Black American issue per se. It's an issue in that it's harmed us. But so if anything, you talk about civic duty, is to support something that is going to help us, right? And not in a negative way, because these folks have actually, some people have overstayed visas, so on and so forth. There's different stories. I get it, but it is what it is. And there's no foreign policy so lackadaisical as ours. So we have to, do the look back and start to do some healthy cleanup. And we have to find policies that, sort of feed into us versus like have us go everywhere else and have our minds distracted. So
Facts,
again,
Candace.
my mom's a Dem, so she's no longer a Dem. She's independent, and for that, I'm happy to see us move in that direction.
Hey, Candace, I'm gonna say this too.
Go ahead.
And I saw and one that took the words out of my mouth in the comments. There's a lot of noise up there, so I'm gonna mute up. But the thing that Wani said is that, see, this the thing that I think a lot of Democrats or Republicans not used to. There's a new wave of Black people that's looking at everything that's policy related or tangible related that's related for us. We don't care about the emotional alignment. All the Republicans are racist, all boo-hoo. They don't care about Black folk and all that. Now we looking past all that. We looking past all that shit. What can you do for us? What would be beneficial for us as Black Americans in the United States of America? We don't care about what you said something racist. We know white people are racist. But it seems like a lot of Black people get their panties in a bunch when we talk about the Democratic Party. We know what the Republican Party is. We know what they stand on. But goddamn, we on tangible. We on things that make sense to us as a collective, not some emotional shit that somebody make you feel good.
Right, right.
Shit, anybody can tickle my booty cat if I want my booty cat tickled. Anybody can tickle the bottom of my feet. I can pay somebody to do that. But nah, man, we on some other shit now, man. We on some other shit. I think a lot of Democrats and Republicans can't see that because I don't know if y'all noticed, but we get a lot of Black Republicans come up here and they be assuming we Democrat. But then when
Hmm.
we start talking against the Democrats, but also talking against Republicans, they don't know how to do that. But the Democrats seem like they kind of slow in the head right now. They just can't fathom that right now. That there's a new voting mentality going on. We don't have see a lot of these Black Democrat supporters have a Black Democrat mindset personality first. They Democrat first, then Black second. They talk their Black shit, but they Democrat
Right,
first.
right.
And
They've had
that's the
to.
weird shit.
Yeah, I feel like Brian, they've had to renegotiate their political alliances and things like that. The whole
Hmm.
slogans around blue, no matter who, because it's
Yes.
tradition. So, I
It's
mean, it's an
tradition.
uncomfortable conversation, but we got to have it because it's been harmful. Are you
And watch
on
how
code or
agitated
what?
they get.
Yeah.
And hold on.
Hmm.
And how you know it's a part of their personality. They get so hostile. They get so
Mm,
mean. They get so angry. They get so frustrated
right.
because that's all they know, because Democrats is their personality. They don't
And
have a
mm.
Black first personality. They don't have no type of personality at all. Listen, I can go anywhere in America and go to a Black place and talk to a bunch of Black folks. I know what type of mindset they is. I can tell, oh, that's a Democrat thinking motherfucker right there. Why I just even talking about politics? I'm gonna mute up because it's loud up here.
Okay, and Brian, you know what? I'm sorry, Ken. You're right because I'm in Dallas. I have a friend that just retired from the Dallas District uh, Assistant Attorney, and he's black, and he's a Democrat. And I'm trying to tell him about the Democrats. Do you know he stopped talking to me because I said I would not vote Democrat again? And
Mm.
he's
That's
almost
fine.
70, and it's
Mm.
another
Oh
one
no.
that's like in his 60s.
So when I get a chance to speak, guys, I'm
You're
Okay, go
coming
sorry.
up. You're
ahead.
coming up
Go
right up
ahead.
next, Logan. You're coming up. Sorry, darling. Go ahead. Go ahead,
No, who's
darling. You got
talking?
it.
I just
You
want
got the
us to
floor.
know.
She was on. She was just making a quick point, and she's landing her plane. But did you land, Casey?
To know, but he can go ahead. But I was just saying that Brian is right. I mean, does he
Yeah,
get
I
through to some
understand
of
your
these?
anecdotal experience. Your anecdotal experience has nothing to do with
All
the
of us
story.
have it, though. Yeah, right. Go
There is
ahead,
no getting
beloved.
through.
You
I'm
see,
not
yeah,
having. I'm
y'all
not
see
having.
now.
I'm
Hold on,
not
Blue.
being.
Hold on. Now
Real
y'all finna
rude.
see the Democrat crash out. Go,
Real
go.
rude.
Oh
Watch. Just
no,
watch.
he's gonna
Everybody be
understand because
quiet.
we want to
No, he not.
protect
He
him.
don't.
My
Watch.
mom
Watch.
was a
Go,
Dem,
Blue.
bro.
No, it don't matter. Go, Blue. It's on you.
Oh, of course. Thank you for your permission. But as of
Everybody
right
stay on
now,
mute.
as of right now, I never said that anybody should be affiliated with any political party. I never said that. I said that when it comes to us in the lineage and what we are defining ourselves as right now, I heard a lot of people trying to make people feel like they should be a part Democrat or Republican or whatever. I never said to anybody that you should be that way. What I was trying to state was the fact that we should be looking out for ourselves, and we should be looking out for how we best, help our kids and people moving on, and how we best represent ourselves. I never said anything about Republican or Democrat. And the fact that what I stated, that people keep trying to push that political party stuff, because I told you, Brian, I said that to you. I said, I don't want to hear nothing about political parties, but you continue to bring it up. So don't blame me for the fact that I'm getting frustrated with the fact
I
that
never
you're
blamed you,
misrepresenting me.
man.
Right, but
Why
we
you being
can't
so
ignore
hostile
that.
and mean to me,
Yeah.
man? We can't ignore it, bro.
No,
We have to address
what I'm telling
that.
you is
Saying
that
you
I never
popped
brought it
off
up,
on
and
him earlier.
don't
I
misrepresent
popped off
me.
on him. Oh, I always pop off on
He
man.
pop
He
off
all
on too
right.
many people.
Yeah, I pop on everybody,
Yeah.
man. They all right.
Well, we
They'll
can't
be all
ignore
right.
the past. I mean, that's how we learn, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And I never said like that's how I was saying to Brian. I was just like, so you
Yeah.
did exactly what I said, and you did exactly what I stated, which I said, hey Brian, I don't want to talk about political parties. And you did the same thing that you've been doing, and you always do that shit, and I don't like that. And then when I get frustrated, you want to make me out to be the villain. When I asked you, I said, "Hey, we're talking about lineage, not political affiliation." But you just got to bring your shit up. You
You
have to.
goddamn right. You
It's
I'm
hard
goddamn
glad
right.
to hear.
sometimes to
I'm
But
talk
glad to
about it
hear
but
that.
without bringing
Goddamn
up
right.
okay, hold on,
politics.
Yeah.
loving. We have to bring it up because that's a
Yeah.
part of our.
Loving
That's
trying
a
to pop
part
me
of
on
it.
my panel. Yeah,
That's
you
a
see this
part of
It's
real
the
it.
life, bro.
uncomfortable
Unfortunately, it's a
conversations
part
that
of
we have
it.
to have.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
bro, fucking me
I'm
on my panel.
sorry.
I was trying to
Yeah.
establish
You
something about. I
fucking
It'll
was
me.
get
trying to
better
establish something
though.
about
I'm
the
glad to
lineage.
hear
I
you
wasn't
talking
talking
lineage
about
first though.
the reason why
I'm
I did
glad you
not
Y'all
bring
see,
the
loving.
the
You
reason why
cool.
I
You
bullshit he
asked.
talking
talking
lineage
me.
first. I'm good. Yeah.
I was talking about lineage, guys. I wasn't
Yeah.
even
Yeah. Yeah. I
talking
got
about
you. But we do
political
have to talk
because
about what we've gone through.
we're establishing something that is dynamic and that is great.
Mhm.
I want to establish, and I want to hear everybody's opinion about what we're establishing as a
But
black
guess what,
community
Blue?
outside of the political situation.
Blue. Y'all have a go. But Blue,
Mhm.
this ain't your world, man. You in my world, so I dictate what we're gonna talk about. Now on your panel, you can talk about what you want to talk about, but over here, thank you, man. But over
And I
here,
was respectful when
we
I
talking
asked you,
about.
though.
Now I know, and I respect when I said we was gonna talk about what we talk about. Ain't that right, Blue?
Do you do
I got
lives,
love
Blue?
for you, brother. Listen, y'all. Now, anybody that's listening, don't think I'm mad to Blue. I ain't talked to Blue in 2 years on this app, but we follow each
Mhm.
other. I'm just, Blue cool. He just getting his feelings sometime, man. And.
Blue, do you host
Damn.
panels and stuff like that? I
I
would love
host
to
Yeah,
be on your
Blue
panels. I
host
panel.
host
panel.
panels, and
I'm gonna follow. I'm gonna follow you because I'd love to
I
Yeah,
talk
got a
to
follow
you.
panel
Blue, y'all.
going
Y'all, yeah,
on.
Yeah.
follow Blue. Everybody follow Blue.
Oh, no, I
And
don't want
hug
everybody to
Blue.
follow
No, no,
me.
because I'd love to come to your panel. I mean, I
Blue
think I
need
hear what he's saying.
hugs. Blue need
No,
hugs.
it's not for
I
that.
don't
Sometimes,
want
yeah,
everybody to
hold on,
see Brian.
I'm
Candace,
See how
not
you
doing
trying
that.
to,
Candace.
Brian,
Brian,
stop
you
trying to diminish.
stop.
First off, Brian, I don't give a damn if it's your panel. Stop trying to diminish me.
Why you
Trying to make
disrespecting me in
fun. He
front of
just
people,
making
man?
fun.
Brian
Nah,
poking
man,
fun
Blue.
at you.
Blue, why you be disrespecting me, man? You got the people thinking I'm a punk. You talk to me like I wasn't
No,
shit.
you just
And I
mean
ain't,
for no reason. I ain't did nothing to you. All I did was support you.
support you too. I
I
support
ain't mean to
everyone.
you at all.
I
Yeah,
love you,
I think
Blue.
he does.
Listen,
I like how he thinks
I'm,
too. I want to go to his
I,
panel and we can
but I
talk through
I
stuff.
like poking that Blue, man. Pause. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like, come on, man.
It's a good
I'm
intellectual
sorry.
spar.
Yeah.
I
Damn,
don't know. I
Blue.
think what y'all was
Me
saying
and
was
Brian do this
related.
all the
They
time.
both
We always do
related.
this. It don't matter if we get around each other after 5 years. We do this all the time. We always
Yeah, I
argue
can
like
see.
this.
I can
We
see.
do.
If you do panels though, I just followed you, so I'll see you when you go live, and I'll pop in
Yeah,
sometimes.
Brian is great. Brian always me and Brian, we're not diametrically opposed to each other. Brian
Hmm
is always like alpha dog. He don't like nobody else kind of like challenging that position that he's in. And that's always been
Interesting.
good.
I believe you. I've been following Brian for a long time.
I
And
believe you
Blue,
too
I'm gonna
on that.
follow you as well. And Candace, I'm following you as well.
Okay, I'm
Also,
gonna follow you too, darling.
Wani, I think I'm already
I'm a,
following you. And
I'm
so,
a beta male, bro. Hold on, I'm a beta male. Okay,
You're
so I
not.
allow
You're a
everybody to
Sigma.
run
You can
over
be
me.
Alpha if you want to, but you choose
Yeah,
to not
you
be. You're a
know.
Sigma.
Yeah, but anyway. But let me see. My brother, Phantom, you ain't been saying that, man. You got me left out here in the dark swing for my life. Where you
They
at,
some
Phantom?
quiet on this.
And Chris,
I am
where
sorry.
you at, Phantom
I
and
am
Chris?
chewing bushmeat. I am sorry, Brian. I am chewing on
Damn.
the bushmeat.
You got folks in the comments saying, like,
Yeah,
damn,
this is
Brian,
kind of fun though. This is fun. I enjoy
It is
this.
nice intellectually sparring. I do enjoy it. That's why they're gonna find your panel. Do you do live a lot, loving Blue?
No, I go to like a specific
To
lives and
different ones.
I
Okay.
co-host. I
Okay,
co-host
cool.
a couple of different lives, but you guys, Brian would lose his mind at some of them lives. He would go fucking crazy. Seriously.
Why?
Yeah, I
Because it's
believe
so
it. Them
left.
is Democrats, man. They're
Why
too
it's left
democratic
leaning?
man. Yes.
It's
They
too
left
left, yeah,
leaning.
for him.
Too
That's
left.
Brian can't take that.
disgusting.
Man, they
Why?
got Democratic stripper poles on them
I
lives,
bet
man.
they
I can't do
do.
it.
But
What?
can you name some Democrats that are for our delineation? Because from what I can see, they called us bots and all
I
kinds of
don't understand.
insults.
I don't understand the political like, and
Not on this panel.
this is my thing. This is my thing about political stuff. What I say
Hmm
is that it's all about your morals and your values. It's not about lineage and black values. And I think that we need to also remember that the fact that America is not for black people. America
Yes,
is
it
not trying.
is. Yes, it is.
America,
Mm,
America,
Yes, it is.
America.
I
You're
don't. I
pushing
don't
a
agree.
non-patriotic message.
Let me land on
No,
this.
because you're
We're more
pushing a
patriotic than these.
non-patriotic
Let me
message,
land
a
on this. Let me land
pan-African
on this.
message. America is for us. The
Let me,
problem is that some racists in America have given us a lot of problems. Stop
It's ours.
attributing
It's
them to
ours.
That's what
America.
I'm.
Stop
And I agree
attributing
with
them to
you,
America. Remove them from America like they tried to
Wani. I
remove
agree with
us,
you.
like
I'm
you're
just trying.
trying to remove us. I'm not a
Mm,
stateless
No. I'm Black
African.
American.
mm.
I just want to land my plane, if you don't mind. I want to land my plane on this. What I was saying when I said about political affiliation, what I was
Thank you,
saying was that
Nola.
like we are establishing something that is to me close to my heart. It's close to me. I love the fact that Black Americans are now started to recognize and wake up about what the fuck been going on. Like these people coming over here, they get into politics and they are telling us
Hmm
that we're not able to get reparations, and um immigrants are now made up this country and all that. I hate hearing all that kind of stuff. And I love the fact that Black Americans are starting to do that, right? But I want to establish us first before we establish a political affiliation. That's all I'm asking.
And you
Yeah, and we
can't
still
support the
have to move
Democrats
people
by
out of
doing
the
that.
way, though. So, I mean, that's great, and I get what you're saying, but we
Yeah.
also need to, and also for us to
Like
get
deprogram.
reparations, we
Yeah.
have to deprogram, but we also
Yeah.
have to call a spade a spade. A lot
And
of
I'm
these
not a Democrat,
people,
by the
a
way.
lot of the, I understand that a lot of these people are the same people, the immigrants that are going against our reparations
Mhm.
in general. They've been
Yeah.
to several council meetings, romping and stumping to like for us not to get it because they're not getting it. That's
This Nigerian,
insane.
this Nigerian dude went up to like one of the Texas Senate, they the legislation that happened in Dallas. They went
Hmm.
up there, and he was saying that like as far like I don't know if y'all know about South Dallas, Oak Cliff, and all that kind of stuff
Oh
like that.
yeah.
They were saying that they don't deserve new builds, like more money towards them. It was like 25 million. They said that no, they don't deserve that over there because and he was an African guy. And I'm just like, no, you guys are not you aren't helping. You're not helping.
So again, you understand what I'm saying then. They are part of the problem as well. These people are trying to stop funding to Black Americans in particular, but yet they want things to be pushed towards them. There are several bills that they have made for Latinos, and Africans will go and try to stop the same thing as well as Caribbeans. That Byron Donald guy, he's a prime example. Westmore. I mean, how many more immigrants do you need for them that's for you to understand like they are part of the problem as well? You just stated
Yeah.
that yourself. How can an African come and tell a Black American what they don't deserve in our country
Exactly.
after
And
fighting for them to be
that's what I
over
was saying.
here?
I was like
That's
I didn't want Brian
crazy.
to
Well, this is the deal.
I didn't want Brian to
MLK
misrepresent. I didn't want Brian to
is rolling
misrepresent
in
me
his
because
grave.
I'm on the same page as you guys. I'm on the same page. I'm on the same page as Brian. Even though we argue, we spar with each other. I want you guys to understand that I'm on the same page. I do not feel like immigrants should have anything to say about what we deserve. I
Can't
don't.
be a Democrat
Well,
because
then
they
you
keep
can't be a
trying to bring
Democrat
They
because they
immigrants
voted
they
them
want
over.
I
in.
they
never
Yeah.
they
said I
romping and
was a
stumping for
Democrat.
them
Y'all
You
never even
too.
are
asked me.
though,
Yo,
sir.
thank
You think
you,
people are
ladies.
dumb. We
Thank
know you're a
you.
Exactly.
Democrat.
Exactly. So
Stop
for that,
playing. You
so
just
for
can't,
that,
you cannot articulate your position. So now you don't want to talk politics. That's the problem. You can't
No,
win a
you guys never
debate
asked me. You
because
never asked me. You never
let
asked
me
like
ask,
y'all.
let me tell you this. You would not be able to win a debate defending
I've won a whole bunch
Democrats.
of debates.
Even
I've
if
won.
we erase the whole FBA lineage conversation, you would
Okay.
never be able to articulate why anybody would vote for a
You
Democrat.
say you no. What I told you and what I just said is I articulated very well. The fact that you aren't listening is not my problem.
No,
What I
you can't
just said.
articulate
No,
why
what I just
somebody should
said.
be a
No, no. Listen, what I
Democrat.
just said. Listen, what I just said.
How
What I
can
said
you?
was what I just said was that nobody asked me what my political affiliation was. I never said anything about my political affiliation. So you guys have made an actual um you told me what I was before I even told you what I was,
well, a lot of the
which is a
people that have been, vote, if I may, a lot of the people have been voted have come through the Democrat Party. So we're talking about folks who've been voted into it, and there's no real defensible position to take because they've done things that harm
I
us
wasn't even
by
defending
voting
that. That's
against.
what I'm
Yeah, no,
saying. I
not
wasn't
you
defending that.
specifically, but I'm just saying the party, right? So that's why you hear talk of the Dems, because by and large, most of those folks are Ds. And it is what it is. Not to say that ours are good. I don't care about either one. I was a libertarian for most of my life, and now I'm independent. And I believe that we should be looking at policy first for lineage. And I'm glad to see the unraveling, if you will. It's uncomfortable, right? The conversations, but I'm glad to see people start to break away from the ideology of, hey, we have to vote blue no matter who. My mom's one of them. I keep bringing her
You
up as
should
an
not do
example,
that.
but she was one of the least examples that I ever thought I would be able to have a logical discussion. So, like, she's the one that's like, all like, this is spiritual because I would have never. And I actually have to believe it. Our ancestors are doing some overtime work here because a
My
lot of the,
mom and
you
my
know what I mean?
grandmother, my grandmother are not
Hmm.
Democrats. They don't believe in that
Yeah.
shit. They believe in the Black
Yeah.
American
My
community.
grandmother was a Republican. They actually marched with Medgar Evers and King. I'm not talking, but afterwards, those kiddos that came, the baby boomers, it was comfortable and it probably was necessary to save us, right? A little bit. Through our lineage, we've had to do things, different things to survive. We were getting unalived and strange fruited at a crazy rate. And then we started to change the conversation. And we've been infiltrated by many different
But
things, by
but
many
the, but
different
the, but the question
politicians, right?
that you got the question that
So-
y'all are not answering is this: like when it comes to FBA, us trying to
Mhm.
be better for ourselves. Nobody's answered the question about the fact that a political affiliation right now should not be on the table. We need to
Well,
establish ourselves.
It has
first
to
step
be
is
on the table.
delineation. First step is delineation, right? And a part of that is ideology. So the political ideology that attached itself to the sinking ship that it tried to make us be is that, right? And we have to be honest, intellectually honest
Thank
about
you,
who's been
Candace.
there.
Thank
Do you know what I'm
you.
saying?
Shit.
Who's been helpful to
Can
us and
you
who's
repeat
not
that?
been.
Hold on. Can you rewind? Can you repeat that one more time to Juice? Say that one more
No,
time.
he know what I'm talking.
No,
But you feel me, loving. Like we have to be
no, say
intellectually
it
We're not
again. I
honest.
having a
want to hear it.
conversation. I'm just like, you see
No,
how
no,
like going
Loving, I'm trying.
no. Candace, can you
What?
please
having a
repeat what you said?
conversation.
Hold on,
Right,
Juice.
we're just having a conversation.
I got you. I want to hear Candace say it again because what Candace said made my heart flutter. So I want my heart to flutter again. Can you repeat that
Yeah,
one
I
more
said
time about delineation?
we have to be intellectually honest about what's happened in the past, and delineation makes us view that, right? We have to understand who's harmed us and who hasn't. It doesn't matter about it's an R or D. It's about the policy, and we can look back, and there's a track record. There's like empirical evidence to suggest who's been harmful, and a lot of it falls within that camp, right? So it's not knocking them. It's just saying that we have to be conscious about that.
No,
And I love the black
not
awareness,
them
black
between Boston
American
and
collective
Trier.
consciousness that we're stepping into,
You're always
right?
in your
You feel
place.
it, the code, right? We know that's not going to work for us going forward,
You're
period.
by yourself.
So we have to be honest. We got to talk
Not
about it,
them
you
Hey,
know?
Democrat.
yeah,
Let me tell you something about it. Let
Blue.
me tell you.
Blaming people on
Hold on,
what?
Brian.
Hold
Brian.
on, Blue. I'm the host, man. Hold on, Blue. Let me let Bless go. Then you gonna go. Go, Bless. What you got to say? I think she an
No,
African.
I
Go,
just feel
Bless.
like Black
You're
Americans
an African.
always
Hold
want to
on. You're
blame
an
people.
African. Hold on. Are you an African?
God.
Yes, I
That's
am
why.
an African.
What
But
kind of African are you? Hold on, y'all. What kind of African are you,
This thing
Bless?
about to
How many
criticize
types of
me.
Africans are they?
Yeah. Hold on, Bless. What type of African are you?
I am
What type of
African.
African? You're a what
African
African?
African.
What part of Africa are you from? What
Girl,
type of
what
African
country
are
are you
you?
from?
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying. What type of African?
Jesus.
Damn, these Africans lack
they'd be
comprehension.
yeah,
ashamed
I'm from
to
West
tell you.
Africa.
You
What
for
country,
okay?
ma'am? That's not a
I just
country.
That's
now
a
what you got to say? That's fine. Listen,
Do
we sleep
Nigeria. Go ahead.
together.
Yeah.
Oh,
All of us
Mhm.
look
Brian,
the same. Go.
please.
I'm sorry, blessing. What you got to say, blessing? Go. I'm sorry.
Like,
I'm just
I'm
interrupting.
just so sick and tired of this same old conversation. Like, it's
We ain't
getting.
even talk about you Africans
Okay,
though.
but
Yeah, go,
I'm
Juice.
about
Go.
to.
Yeah,
I'm
we gonna
about
talk.
to
I was gonna
talk
say, man,
It
about
came
you.
into
we gonna
our
get
Yeah,
You
space.
want
You
some
see,
damn
we
What
ain't
does
attention?
she
really talk
mean?
about no funky ass
You
Africans.
don't
what
What
get
does
you
she
see
much
what
off
we're
mean
the
by
talking
sick
hook.
and
about?
tired? What does she
y'all
mean
This
know
is
by
a
what it
sick and
is.
conversation
tired?
between foundational
Yeah.
black Americans. She eased her way up into this thing and centered herself. Do you see what I'm talking
She
about?
Oh, well,
We
we
gotta
she
gonna
have
be
these
must have.
told.
conversations. She doesn't
She
belong
hungry
here.
right now. She hungry, y'all. She hungry,
Well,
y'all.
Y'all
Bless
well,
her
have to let
I
the
heart.
thought that,
land talk.
Candace, I
Yeah.
thought that we was talking about just us as Black Americans. Like this
Exactly.
ain't
You see
about.
how they slithered their way up to the damn
Now go, Juice. This
stage?
Out of here.
Democratic Party allowing this Juice.
All right, can
Now
I just ask
Candace. Now
Candace?
go.
What I
All
was
right, can
saying,
I
what I
just
was
ask
saying
her
was
one
like
Cheryl.
about the
question real
Hold on. Let
quick?
Democrats.
Cheryl talk. Hold on. Let Cheryl answer a
Can
question
I,
until you get a chance to talk. Go ahead, Cheryl.
the
I'm finna
African,
eat in a minute, so I'm gonna mute up.
okay,
Go ahead, Cheryl.
The African lady, you said that you were sick and tired of us. I want to ask you something. Who cares?
Thank you.
Who cares?
I mean, we weren't
She
even
Okay, you
must.
talking about
make
her,
it
so I don't even
plain,
Who
Juice.
understand
cares?
that.
This is why I
And
got
what
a
Hmm
kills
violation
me,
right
what
now.
kills
You
me is
tired of
that if
her
they
ass.
hear the fact that
You in
stuff
our
that they
hole.
be that a lot of them been doing, and then they want to come up and say, "Oh, I'm tired." You're tired of us what? Speaking the truth?
We're
But we
getting
wasn't even
somewhere
talking
here.
Like,
about
what are we
We're
them.
talking
talking
We was
about,
about?
yeah.
arguing.
We weren't even
It
It
ain't
was long.
discussing
nothing.
Africans.
These are long overdue conversations. We really haven't had space to really talk about this stuff. That's why I like when people host spaces for that because we've been distracted fighting everybody else's fights. So
You've
then
been
we
Mm-hmm.
get to talk
actively
about
Guess
you've
like
what,
been
what's
Candace?
actually
actively
happened.
trying to harm
Candace done
black
won.
Americans by getting into political parties and
Right.
political positions. We're not doing it anymore. We need to stop voting
I'm
for
just be
people just
petty.
because they look like us.
Nah,
That's the bottom line.
Exactly, Chris.
that was
Hey, Chris.
crazy.
Hey, Chris. Juan and Candace. If you
Mhm.
go with follow Love and what he be, where Blue, I keep calling this man Love. When you follow Blue the way he is,
Might
you
be
ain't gonna get
cinching.
a chance to speak.
That's all
They
right.
ain't
Blue,
gonna,
Well,
Blue,
they
it's
ain't
I'll
gonna,
protect Blue
they
here.
gonna
Blue,
Y'all have
y'all,
to
protect me
let
at
y'all,
all
okay,
Falang
hold
costs.
on,
speak.
Candy.
What?
is he
Loving, you
aware
protect me
that
over here, pal.
Democrats are always sitting on
They gonna
these
disrespect
boards
y'all, but
trying
guess what?
to?
Hold on, one. Hey, one, but hold on, one. Now y'all see how respectful we are to our Democratic brother Blue. Look, his name Blue,
Yeah.
and he vote Blue no matter who. His name is. I know why his name Blue though,
He
but
independent
he
now,
Blue.
so
You know what I'm saying?
that's what he says. So we're gonna believe
That
him.
nigga ain't in the. Y'all good. But anyway, I'm finna mute up. Y'all finna eat.
Oh, we know.
And the fact
Yeah,
that, like
yeah.
Wani was
He's
about to
trying to push a
say,
narrative.
those Democrats will actively sit on the board to sabotage your reparations. Sabotage.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right.
Democrats.
And we have to be honest about that, right?
It's
That's the whole
NARC
whole
and it
point. Yeah.
Cobra. They're Democrats. They sit on the boards and they create situations that they know are not going to get anywhere. Like everybody brown should get reparations.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
know
Yeah.
that's not going to work. So they
right.
push
Mhm.
that. They're controlled opposition. You can't ignore that.
There's been
Mm.
Haitian people, there's been Caribbean people, there's also been Latinos actually coming to reparations
Mhm.
Yeah.
committee things and trying to sabotage. I mean, it's
Yeah,
ridiculous. Why
reparations
are
are
you even worried about
Okay,
our
so
You're
Chris,
not
so
even in the
Chris, so Chris,
specifically
I
conversation.
done
say
to
Let me
our
that.
say one more
lineage.
thing. Let me
You're
say
not even a
one
part of
more
our
thing.
lineage. You're not even a part of our, like, the conversation. You are an immigrant. What are you doing
Right.
here?
Right. It's
So
Let me
Chris,
repair.
say,
so
they let
Chris,
them get
Chris.
in there because let me say one more thing. Another delineation, high profile delineation group started leaning heavily toward Democrats because of their sexual affiliations.
Mm.
And all of a sudden, the wording on the website
ADOS.
changed to some black immigrants, blackity black immigrants, first generation blacks, and all that kind of bull crap.
Who?
No,
Wait, who?
can't say.
Oh,
Oh,
Ronnie.
Okay, so I say it.
I
She
say
talking
it.
about
It's
me. No, no,
ADOS.
no, no, no,
ADOS.
Brian,
oh, I
Brian.
If
didn't
you
Because
know,
know
you
if
know.
you
If you
that.
gonna
know,
ADOS.
you
allow
know.
everybody else to disrespect me, I'm gonna say what the fuck I need to say
No,
about
calm
you.
down. We good.
What?
Go ahead.
I
What
I'm
we
gonna
didn't
say
know.
it
saying?
I
Who's
again.
didn't know. I'm
disrespecting you,
Everybody,
babe?
sorry.
Who's
if everybody
disrespecting
gets to
you?
ADOS.
disrespect me, which I did not
Who's
Oh, no,
disrespect
no,
disrespecting you?
anybody.
no.
Hold on,
Who's
Blue.
disrespecting
You
him?
doing this
Yeah,
again?
we like you.
Hold on, Candace. Candace,
Okay,
stop.
okay, okay.
Blue. Who is disrespecting you, Blue?
Wani just said something about like LGBTQ and stuff like that, and then she was just talking about like, well, at least people in that forum do not have any type of, I guess, words about black community. So, what are you trying to say, Wani?
Are you LGBT?
I didn't say all that. I
Blue?
said a certain group
It
that
was implied.
delineates.
It was implied. It was
I'm going to
implied.
say it
She was
exactly
talking
how I
about
want to say it.
ADOS.
Now,
Hold on.
listen closely
She
because
was
I don't
talking
want
about
this to be
Yvette
confused.
Yeah,
Carnell.
not
She was talking
LJ.
about Yvette Carnell. Hold on,
Yeah.
Yeah,
honey.
I mean, that's it.
Blue, blue, blue. She was talking about Yvette Carnell that started the organization ADOS. This ain't got nothing to do with you. We
Right, right.
understand your sexuality. This whole conversation, we haven't brought up your sexuality or anything. We treat you as
Mm-mm.
blacks first
That's right.
over here. And I
I
wouldn't let nobody disrespect your
don't even
sexuality.
know him. I don't know his
That's what I'm
background.
saying. She don't
Yeah,
even know
no.
you,
She's
though.
not talking about that loving.
Yeah. So, Blue, calm down. Okay, we know, we get it, but we ain't talking about your sexuality. We ain't brought up nothing about your sexuality or anything. So please don't do that over here, please, sir. Please, y'all continue. I'm finna eat though.
What you eating? Happy Valentine's Day. You and your old lady eating. You took her out?
I'm eating by myself. It's me and my
Oh.
dog.
Oh, excuse me. All right, go ahead. Blue, what you gotta say? I mean, you see she's not talking, we're not talking about that. She was just saying in general. On the other nothing to do with LGBTQIA. Yeah.
Yeah, what?
You're B1, you're black first. We understand that. Do you remember the
Yeah, Blue
transgender
always he's black first. He's
yeah, do you
always
remember
been
the
black first.
transgender person who won like Miss World or something like that? For Miss World transgender, and how the runner up got all the attention from the other
Hey Candace, I don't
contestants.
even want to talk about
Yeah.
nothing on
Okay,
this
but I'm just
side.
no, no, I hear, but I'm
Yeah,
just saying
I don't want. I
she was
don't even want my
B1.
panel to be
Got
talking
it.
about
Yep.
LGBT in that
Say
way unless we
less.
talking about Black Lives Matter or something like that. But
It's positive, but yep, say less. I won't go. I'm just saying that we be one. That's all. We cared about that when the person was ignored. It didn't matter about the gender or anything like that, transgender stuff. It was a black person getting ignored by a lot of other non-black people, and a lot of folks who don't even care about that, and situation weighed in on it. It was a viral video about that. We are black first, and the part of like delineation is making us recognize that. The beautiful thing about being a black person in this country is we are very diverse in our thought. We're very diverse as people, ideology, so on and so forth. But there's something we got to stop, which is erasure, which people are trying to encroach on through different policies and different ideologies that they try to push on us. So I mean that's what we can all get behind. You know what I mean? Like the micro splicing, that ain't really our thing. We've always band together, no matter what.
Agreed. And if you're
Body.
part of our lineage, you're part of our lineage regardless.
So
We love you. I mean, the Republicans might not let you get married, but goddamn, we still love you.
We care. That's why we want to explain it. I think we should have these uncomfortable conversations to get past it and
Not
kind of
uncomfortable.
highlight the policies that are, I mean, to some, right? Maybe you're good. We can go back and forth, but some folks don't even want to talk about it at all. They just want to kind of glaze over it. But we have to acknowledge the harm because a lot of our, they've weaponized our kindness, and we're good people, man. We're good folks, and we try to help, and we're open arms to everyone, and they've used that and weaponized that against us. No, not
y'all
from you. I'm
great
just saying in
people.
general. I'm not saying anything specific to you. Loving. You feel what
Hey,
I'm saying, though?
Candace Phelan, I think Phelan, has he talked yet? Phelanto?
Okay, so I
Oh,
thought it
someone
was
is
my
joined.
turn.
And you have someone at the top.
Listen to
Oh,
me.
yeah.
Listen